Hello and welcome to Chinese Novel Audiobook. Explore our playlist for more captivating novels, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new audiobook. Now, let's dive into today's story. Chapter 21 Assessment begins. After completing the registration, Su Yong returned to the restaurant. After a short rest, Su Yong went out to wander around Tianfeng County. Tianfeng County is very large, and there are many bustling streets. Su Yong wandered the street like this, feeling this rare moment of relaxation. Since coming to this world, Su Yong hasn't relaxed much. Research talents, familiarize yourself with the world, and wield your sword day after day. It seems that after digging into it, this is the first time he has relaxed. Since I have come to this lively place, I have to take a stroll. You know, he has tens of thousands of taels of silver bills in his hand now. If the money is not converted into cultivation resources, it is useless. At present, what he needs more is medicated bath prescriptions, spiritual things that can be absorbed from the outside of the body. There is no Pingshan city, but Tianfeng County is so prosperous today, maybe there will be. The medicinal bath recipe for the spiritual body gradually lost its effect, and he also needed a new medicinal bath recipe to replace it. Su Yong wandered from afternoon to night. There is also some research on the cuisine of this era. I have to say that in this handicraft era, those with poor craftsmanship will not be popular, and the food that can be famous in this era is all real food. The feeling of eating on the street to the end of the street is just one word: cool. Of course, he didn't forget the business. He has visited all kinds of commercial buildings, even Tianbao Pavilion, the most high-end store in Tianfeng County. None of the medicinal bath prescriptions and spiritual objects he needed. Medicated bath is not without it. It's just that Su Yong didn't ask for it. According to Su Yang's request, it is the kind that can directly strengthen the body without paying any price. But the medicated bath recipes in this world are basically secret recipes that complement the body hardening exercises. For example, the skin-quenching medicated bath recipe requires the practice of iron skin kung fu, and actively wears the skin while practicing. After a day of practice, the body is covered with injuries, and then entering the skin-quenching medicated bath will be effective. Soaking directly will not be effective. There are many body training exercises in Tianbao Pavilion, and there are also matching medicinal bath recipes. But the key is that Su Yong has the time to train his body, so it is better to swing 2 more swords. He needs a strong body mainly to be able to swing more swords every day. The primary and secondary of the two cannot be reversed. So after shopping around, he didn't get any useful medicinal bath recipes. From this point of view, the medicinal bath recipe Zhang Ziwu gave him is a bit precious. Going back to the restaurant, I habitually scanned the living room, but didn't find the old man I ran into today. Su Yong didn't care, went back to rest, and waited for tomorrow's assessment. Second day. Su Yong came to the inspection department according to the prescribed time. Today is different from yesterday. There are many people in the inspection department. The big shots in Tianfeng County were basically present. The commander of the Wuxi of the town, the prefect of Tianfeng County, the commander of the Wind Wolf Army. The Wind Wolf Army is the defender of Tianfeng County, stationed on the side of Tianfeng County. Su Yong proceeded according to the instructions, and paid attention when he came, but still did not see Han Chu. This surprised Su Yong. Didn't Han Chu also come to participate in the inspector assessment? Shaking his head, Su Yong didn't think too much about it. He might have gone in a long time ago, or he might not have come yet. There are 2 venues in total. A quartet patrol envoy examination site. A supervisory inspection site. Su Yong looked at the 2 examination rooms and blinked. So, does the chief inspector use assessment? Suddenly, Su Yong thought of something. Yes, the status of the chief inspector is equivalent to that of the commander of the military division of Tianfeng County, the magistrate, and the commander of the Wind Wolf Army. The realm is the 3rd rank, and the official position is the 4th rank. Even if there is an assessment, the people from Tianfeng County will not be able to pass the assessment. It must be transferred down to take up the post after the evaluation by the higher-ups. So even if he has the strength of the 3rd rank, it is impossible to directly become the chief inspector. Okay. I think too much. Shaking his head, Su Yong walked into the inspection field of the Sifang patrol envoy. There were already 5 people inside, and when he entered, he was greeted with glances. There are only 4 inspectors from all directions, and there are more than 4 here now, so they are all competing. When everyone was looking at him, Su Yang was also looking at everyone. Among the 5 people, 4 of them are about 40 years old. From this point, it can be seen that it is not an easy task to cultivate to the 4th rank. But there is also a person who is about the same age as him, about 20. The assessment hadn't started yet, so Su Yang also found a place to stand and wait after he came in. In the next few minutes, several people came one after another. Let there be 8 people in the examination room. Among the 3 people who came later, there were 2 middle-aged people and 1 younger generation. The later young people gave Su Yang a very arrogant feeling. Clearly did not speak, but with an aura of arrogance, it seemed that he did not pay attention to everyone at all, and the position of the quartet patrol envoy could be found. Su Yang didn't have any special feeling about this, but thought of it secretly. Is this the aura of domineering? A total of 8 people, not Han Chu. It seems that he went to the examination room of the inspector and patrol envoy. As the specified time came, Ma Wu, the commander of the Wind Wolf army who was waiting with his eyes closed, opened his eyes. Time up. The soldiers guarding the door immediately closed the door. Ma Wu glanced around, and a 3rd rank aura overwhelmed him. Very good, the 4-way inspection makes the assessment have 2 steps. The first step is to verify whether you have the strength of the 4th product. I have a piece of purple gold stone here, which cannot be left behind unless it is the 4th grade. Everyone needs to try it, and those who leave the mark can proceed to the next step. Ma Wu pointed to a 1-meter-sized purple gold stone opening on the ground. The first one, Yi Zhang. The young man who was in the room at the beginning stood up, stretched his waist and said, "Ha, then let me make a sample for you first." Yi Zhang came to Zijin with a relaxed face. Everyone looked at it one after another. I saw Yi Zhang gathered qi and waved, and the energy in his body jumped out, and hit the purple gold with a bang. Then a fingernail-sized mark appeared on the purple gold. You can't see it unless you look carefully. Everyone was astonished. Isn't this comparable to the power of the 4th rank? They are all 4th grade, and most of them are old fritters, how can they not see the depth? Only Su Yang felt that the purple gold color was too hard, so he had to use more force later. Cut. The arrogant young man sighed directly. Cut what, Commander Ma, did you just say it? Yi Zhang glanced at the other party, and said indifferently. Forget it. Ma Wu's face darkened. Yi Zhang proudly returned to his position. Next, Fang Yi. Next, Zhou Bai. Next, Yan Dao. Next, Wei Chuan. Next, Ding Ziwu. 5 people in a row, all passed the assessment, and all of them left relatively obvious marks on the purple gold stone. In the end, only the arrogant youth and Su Yang remained. Next, Sun Tianpeng. This person gave Yi Zhang a provocative look, then stepped forward and punched the place where Yi Zhang left the mark just now, making a hard punch. This is the way to end proudly. Childish. Just the word Yi Zhang light and fluttering made Sun Tianpeng a little furious. If it weren't for Ma Wu, these 2 guys would probably have a live competition. From now on, these 2 guys should know each other. People here know these 2 guys too. Otherwise, it would not be a common scene. Next, Su Yang. In the end, only Su Yang was left. Everyone cast curious eyes, they were very curious about Su Yang's strength and identity. Those who have reached this level of strength at this age are basically backed by powerful forces, and the name of genius has long been spread. But they have no impression of Su Yang at all. Su Yang has come to Zijinshi. He thought for a while, a single blow should be enough. It's not the assessment of the General Inspection Department, so it's unnecessary. Chapter 22 Iron Ring Mountain Robbery. In the examination room, all eyes were on Su Yang. I saw Su Yang's sword intent bursting out all over his body, and with a wave of his hand, a sword composed of sword intent was struck out. Cut through the void, and instantly arrived in front of the Zijin stone. Phew. There was a soft sound, but there was not much movement. The purple gold stone can be broken into 2 halves. Hiss. Everyone at the scene was shocked. To break the purple gold stone with 1 move, at least the limit of the 4th rank can be done. What is the origin of this young man in front of him? Passed the examination. Even Ma Wu couldn't help but look at Su Yong seriously, and gave up because he couldn't recognize Li. Su Yong returned to his position and stroked his chin, feeling a bit high profile. No, the main reason is that this purple gold stone is not very hard. He was just hitting casually. The first assessment ended here, and everyone at the scene remembered Su Yong. This first assessment is just to prevent people who don't have self-knowledge from coming in. It's a kind of test. The next step is the main assessment of whether you can become Sifang envoys. Ma Wu looked around, and then said, Assessment task, investigate the robbery of Tiehuan Mountain. Assessment time, January or the end of the case. If you find anything in the middle, you can communicate with the Junwu Division, and the Junwu Division members over there will also cooperate with you. After the assessment is over, the winner will be determined based on your contributions in the process. The top 4 can be used by the quartet. While Ma Wu waved his hand, the members of Junwu Division began to act. The materials were distributed to 8 people. These are the materials about the Iron Ring Mountain robbery. You can take a look, including the list of looted items. For this case, a general scope has been locked. Some of the looted items appeared in Yong City. Currently, the surrounding area of Yong City has been blocked. You can start investigating from Yong City. The assessment is officially started now. After Ma Wu gave a brief explanation, he explained that the assessment had begun, so that everyone could take action. No one was in a hurry. They all looked at the information in place, including Su Yong. Originally, Su Yong thought that he only needed to have enough force, but now it seems that this is not the case. Also, if you don't have the ability to judge the inspector, you can't just be a reckless person. Open black lens bracket hoop robbery close black lens bracket. Location: Tiawanshan Official Road. Clue: the number of people is 3 to 10, the strongest of which is above the 5th grade and has infinite strength. He is suspected of being a body training warrior. He is very tall. He robbed goods worth millions of taels of silver. Recently, it seems that there has been a sale figure in Yong City, and the surrounding area of Yong City has been blocked. Cargo list: 5th rank raw bone pill, 5th rank link sea pill, star iron sand. Not a lot of information. Also the location of the incident, the suspected location, and a list of goods. After reading it once, Su Yong put this list away first, not with a photographic memory, so he can take it out to have a look if needed. The rest are also read at this time, and they go out to prepare to go. Yong City is 200 miles away from Tianfeng County, and the speed of Qingfengma is enough for an hour and a half. Su Yong returned to the restaurant, retrieved the breeze horse, got on the horse and set off after leaving the city gate. Drive. He left Tianfeng County first, but after he hit the road, he was quickly overtaken by other assessment members. The horses ridden by the rest of the assessment members are better than his horses. It can be seen that Su Yong is far inferior to the family background of a normal 4th rank warrior. His strength has come too fast, and some incidental things have not kept up. At this time, whoever arrives in Yong City first will get the first-hand information, and maybe win the assessment because of it. So no one will wait for Su Yong. Even when he saw that the horse Su Yong was riding was only Qingfeng horse, he was secretly happy. But not everyone is like this. Brother Su. Brother Su. Su Yong turned his head in doubt, and found that it was Yi Zhong who was the first to test at that time. Yi Zhong is riding a red blood horse, which is a 7th rank monster. A monster of this level can travel thousands of miles a day, and can easily travel thousands of miles a day. Su Yang's Qingfeng horse is nothing in front of the opponent. But this person slowed down after he was shoulder to shoulder. Brother Yi, what is this? Yi Zhong smiled and said, oh, it's okay. Just with a company, going on the road alone is a bit lonely. Su Yang said with a smile, Brother Yi is right, but this assessment only selects the top 4 people. If you go early, you may be able to get more beneficial information. Su Yang didn't quite believe Yi Yang's words, but others didn't show any malice. I'm not in a hurry. If this case is so easy to solve, Junwu Si would have already solved it. Yi Zhong said indifferently. Others don't care, so Su Yang doesn't say much. It's all because the Qingfeng horse can only run so fast, and it can't. Seeing that Su Yang was silent, Yi Zhong didn't care, and just followed Su Yang. After a while, the two came to Yong City. At this time, the whole city of Yong City is under martial law, and it is possible to go in and out, but the interrogation is extremely strict. The two entered it, and soon came here to Genwusi. Genwusi also had special personnel to receive them. Firstly, it is convenient for them to connect information with the local Genwusi, and secondly, it is to guide them. There is a special reception for the people in this assessment. The person who received Su Yong was a young man named Li Mingyuan. Any new discoveries? Su Yong asked Li Mingyuan. One thing, some villagers who sold goods were captured yesterday, but they only got the things to sell, and the silver tickets they got would be taken away by birds and beasts, and they disappeared. These villagers didn't see each other's appearance, nor did they have any information about each other. It seems that the perpetrator has special means. Li Mingyuan answered truthfully. Was taken away by birds and beasts. Where can it fly? Su Yong thought for a while and said, is there anyone in Yang City who is good at this? Yes, investigations have been carried out, and no problems have been found. Li Mingyuan replied. Is there someone watching? Su Yong continued to ask. It doesn't. Give me all the information of people who are good at this method. Su Yong ordered. Yes. Under Su Yang's arrangement, Li Mingyuan acted immediately, found a record, copied a copy and handed it to Su Yong. Li Hongyun, 45 years old, has a group of emerald birds. Li Kaiji, 37 years old, has the means to control birds. Li Chong, 24 years old, has the means to control animals. There are 7 people in total, not many people. Su Yong planned to start investigating from these people after reading it. Since this incident happened in Yang City, it has something to do with controlling beasts. The direction of investigation must be here. Perhaps there is another point, that is, the perpetrators are outside in the mountains. But if that is the case, there is no way to investigate. Is it possible to go to Sushan? How many pawns can I mobilize? After thinking for a while, Su Yong spoke again. Normally, a team of people can apply for more if there are major discoveries. Li Mingyuan replied quickly. Well, then call me over, and from now on, collect all the information of these 7 people. Where did you go, what is your relationship with others, and is there anything unusual about the people involved with them? I need to investigate all of these. Remember, just keep an eye on them, don't startle them. The daily situation needs to be reported to me. Su Yong was not in a hurry after ordering to go down. He planned to stroll around Yang City, while waiting for information, to see if he could find anything useful. No. Li Mingyuan immediately acted as ordered. Although the young man in front of him looks younger than himself, he feels more pressure than facing his boss. Chapter 23 Brother Su, are you cheating on me? After finishing the arrangements, Su Yong came out from Junwu Division, planning to take a stroll in Yang City. Waiting to get more information about these 7 people, we are going to investigate one by one. Because he was not familiar with the terrain, Li Mingyuan followed him. As soon as he went out, he found Yi Zhang sitting bored in the lobby of Junwusi, changing his posture from time to time. Immediately after seeing him coming out, he regained his energy and stood up. It seems. Waiting for him. Su Yang's complexion is a little weird, what does this guy mean? Brother Su, what a coincidence, you haven't left yet. Yi Zhang seemed surprised. Su Yang. So, you didn't wait for me on purpose. Well, I was just about to leave. Su Yang replied, and then took Li Mingyuan out. Yi Zhang followed with his reception. Su Yang didn't pay attention to this guy, anyway, he was going to stroll around Yang City, so he just followed him if he liked it. Su Yang was walking on the street, wandering around while learning some useful information from Li Mingyuan. For example, the largest force in Yang City is called the Da Gang. The leader of the gang has completed the 5th rank, and they practice external exercises. They are not only extremely strong in brute force, but also extremely strong in physical defense. Most of the disciples of the Da Gang are external practitioners. This reminded Su Yang of the clues mentioned in the materials. The robbers were probably warriors practicing external skills. Has the Da Gang investigated? Investigated, the other party is not suspected. Reason. On the day when the incident happened, the leader of the Da Gang came to Genwusi. With an alibi, the Da Gang has no other 5th rank warriors except their leader. Among the people who escorted the goods, there were 2 5th ranks, but they all died. All right. Next, Su Yong wandered around Yang City, and Yi Zhong followed him like a follower. From time to time, he would strike up a few words. Su Yong doesn't know what this guy wants to do, but his familiar skills are not weak. Soon almost a day passed. The sky gradually dimmed. On the street, Yi Zhong was a little depressed. Brother Su, you've been wandering around all day, aren't you going to look for clues? No rush, let's go shopping first. There is a smile on the corner of Su Yang's mouth. Kid, although I don't know what you want to do, but do you really think I'm just hanging out? Brother Yi, if you are in a hurry, go find clues. I'm not in a hurry, since Brother Su wants to go shopping, then I'll accompany you. Yi Zhong said indifferently. No matter what Yi Zhong said, he made up his mind to follow Su Yong. If you have the ability, really don't act. Standing beside Su Yong, the corners of Li Mingyuan's mouth twitched slightly. He wanted to laugh but didn't dare to, for fear of delaying things. He knew that Su Yong had already made arrangements. You can get today's news when you go back. After walking for a while, Yi Zhong suddenly realized something was wrong. Brother Su, are you going back? Junwusi is just ahead, and now Su Yong is heading towards Junwusi. Well, I've been shopping for a day, and I'm tired, so I plan to go back and rest. Su Yong nodded and replied. Yi Zhong was a little dumbfounded, but he still carried out his principles and followed Su Yong. Su Yong has gone back to rest, so let him rest too. Beautiful. In other words, I don't know if other people have investigated any clues. It seems that I didn't see other examiners when I came here. Just like that, Su Yong returned to the courtyard prepared for him by Wu Si in Yang Town in front of Yi Zhong. Yi Zhong touched his nose, it would be difficult for him to follow. You stay here, or ask someone to watch. If he comes out, let me know. Can't go in, why can't he guard it? No. Follow Yi Yang's reception. Yi Zhong nodded in satisfaction, and then returned to his courtyard. He really went back to rest. My lord, these are the information of 7 people. According to the investigation, 2 of them do have some problems. After a day of tracking and monitoring, there were new clues. Tell me in detail. According to the investigation, Li Hongyun had a mother who was suffering from black spot disease. If he wanted to cure it, he had to use the 6th grade Chinger pill. With Li Hongyun's 8th grade strength, if he wanted to buy the 6th grade pill, even if he sold all his wealth, it would not be enough. According to the military survey, Li Hongyun's mother's symptoms have disappeared today, and she is active at home but has no intention of going out. In the past, Li Hongyun's mother would never be idle at home. This is a suspicious point. Apart from this, Li Hongyun has no other abnormalities. The second one is Li Chong. According to the interviews with soldiers, collect Li Chang's interpersonal relationship. Li Chong is a gambler. 7 days ago, he lost 3,000 taels of silver in the Yang gambling house, and owed a huge debt and was unable to repay it. With the strength of Li Chang's 8th grade, it is impossible to gather 3,000 taels of silver in a short time. But yesterday, when the debt collectors from Yang Casino came to the door, Li Chong took out the money. My lord, this is the information collected so far. Li Mingyuan reported one by one. At the same time, he also admired Su Yang's sharp vision and locked the target so quickly. Well, it's not too late. I'll go out now. You let the soldiers keep watching the other 5 people. If you didn't find them today, it doesn't mean they are all right. Su Yang ordered. No. Su Yang naturally sensed the guy guarding outside. He doesn't want a follower to follow. Simply don't go out through the main entrance. Climb over the wall and leave. But, Su Yang looked at the compound, he really couldn't climb over the 3-meter-high wall, and his physical fitness was too weak after all. He could only find a chair to use his strength to turn over. Li Mingyuan looked at Su Yang's actions a little dumbfounded. Why is this lord need a chair to climb over the wall? Isn't this just a jump? Here, Su Yang quietly prepares to leave Junwu Division. As soon as he reached the door, a voice reached his ears. Brother Su, you are not authentic, aren't you resting? Yi Zhong walked out from the side, with a somewhat resentful tone. Su Yang. Brother Yi, what do you mean? You and I are competitors now, so it's not right to follow me. Su Yang had a headache, why did this guy stick to himself? Hey, Brother Su, I discovered your secret. Yi Zhong laughed. Secret. What secret do I have? Why don't I know it? If I'm not mistaken, Brother Su, your movement over the wall just now was not sensitive enough. Although I don't know what kind of cultivation path you are taking, Brother Su, but you certainly don't follow martial arts, and your skills are not agile. Even if you find a prisoner, you may not be able to catch it. It's inconvenient if you're not good at investigation. Speaking of this, Yi Zhong smiled. I would like to recommend myself. I, Yi Zhong, have the best physical skills among the younger generation in Tianfeng County. One of us is responsible for attacking, and the other is responsible for hunting. Only by joining forces like this can we play a greater role. If we join forces, I will suffer a bit, and the credit will be divided in half. How about it? Yi Zhong looked confidently at Su Yang. It's not as good as he, said Su Yang and was about to leave. Hey, don't go, I am 4 and you are 6. Brother Su, discuss and discuss, I'll be 3 and you 7. Good. Brother Su, the corners of your mouth are so high, you cheated me. You can't talk about people's innocence, did I say anything? Yi Zhong. Chapter 24 Doubtful. In fact, Yi Zhong was moved when he first said it. Skill is indeed his shortcoming. When the will of all beings is enough, he can create some special sword moves to make up for this problem. Pretending to refuse is also intentional. If Yi Zhong doesn't follow him and sticks to him all the time, he can only get a 50-50 share. As for Yi Zhong leaving angrily, based on the performance of the day today, probably not. Yi Zhong looked at Su Yang resentfully. But soon Yi Zhong restrained his emotions, he didn't care too much about these. As long as the direction is correct, even if he can only divide 30%, he can definitely surpass everyone. He has calculated all these. Brother Su, what are you going to do now? Do you have any new clues? Yi Zhong immediately changed his face and asked Su Yang excitedly. Since he has teamed up with this guy, Su Yang also revealed his clues. Then what should we do next? Yi Zhong was a little excited. It can be seen that this guy is very interested in this kind of thing. Direct arrest and interrogation. Is it so direct? Otherwise, what do you think? No, you have a good idea, let's go. Wait a moment. Yi Zhong excitedly urged Su Yang to move quickly, but was a little puzzled when he heard Su Yang's refusal. What? Not ready yet. I'll call Li Mingyuan. Yi Zhong suddenly said. You don't know the way, right? This guy was really right. Su Yang can't see Yi Zhong through. He looks stubborn on the surface, but in fact he is not. Yi Zhong has his plans. Su Yang doesn't care about these, as long as he doesn't cheat him, doesn't harm his interests, and can bring him help, then Su Yang doesn't care too much. If there is a problem, it will naturally be cut with a sword. It's not so much that Su Yang doesn't care what Yi Zhong thinks. It is better to say that Su Yang believes in the sword in his hand. After a while, Li Mingyuan followed Su Yang out. Seeing Yi Zhong standing at the door, Li Mingyuan also understood why Su Yang would go and come back. I have met Mr. Yi. Well, lead the way quickly. Yi Zhong waved his hands indifferently, now he just wants to arrest people. The three of them moved forward, and after about 10 minutes journey, the three of them arrived at the door of Li Hongyun's house. Go straight in and arrest people. Okay. Yi Zhong responded and was very active. He just kicked up and wanted to kick the door open. At this moment, the door opened automatically. Yi Zhong kicked his foot in the air, and his body couldn't stop leaning forward. He was about to make a fool of himself, but Yi Zhong took his foot back in a very strange state. Brother Su. You tricked me again. You're wrong, I just opened the door. Su Yang looked at his nose with his eyes, and his heart with his nose, as if he didn't do it on purpose. Just when Yi Zhong was about to kick the door, Su Yang opened the door bolt with sword intent, and pushed it open with sword intent. It also caused the door to open automatically. Hurry up and arrest someone. Just go. Yi Zhong muttered something, and then quickly rushed inside. Because there was not much movement when the door was opened. Li Hongyun was still sleeping soundly in the house, but was easily mentioned by Yi Zhong. Who is doing what? What are you doing? Li Hongyun struggled in a panic, but walked out like a chicken being lifted. Su Yang took out the Junwu commander's card and gave Li Hongyun a look. Li Hongyun, who was still struggling, became much quieter. Master Zhen Wuxi doesn't know why. I heard that your mother recovered from her illness. Su Yang just said a word, which made Li Hongyun breathless. He knew that the matter had been exposed, but he was still a little bit unwilling to give up, and said stubbornly, "My lord, this was cured by luck." "Really? Tell me about the process," Su Yong said indifferently. Li Hongyun looked sad, and after thinking about it, he finally spoke. "My lords, I was indeed responsible for the recent bird and beast incident, but I have no other choice. I can't just watch my mother die in front of me. And I just moved the banknotes according to his wishes. Isn't this a big crime? Zhen Wuxi has already investigated him. If he can't come up with a reasonable explanation and continue to quibble, he will only die miserably. What crime is it? Naturally, the person who will judge you will decide. Now you just need to tell the truth what you know." Li Hongyun resigned to his fate and said, "I don't know much. I was contacted by the other party. I was wearing a black robe and I didn't see what he looked like. I just sold the silver tickets that the villagers got from selling them according to his wishes. Take it away and put it in the place he designated. Be specific, where to put it. On the biggest peach tree in the peach grove outside the city. Is that all?" Su Yang's eyes were deep, with oppression in his calm. This clue is useless at all. Things have happened for so long, with only one trading location, there are no clues at all. Before Li Hongyun could speak, Su Yang continued. "Because you participated in this matter, you will take a trip with us next. Shut up in a cell until the case is solved. Even if your crime is a petty crime, if this case cannot be solved for a long time. I don't know how long you'll be locked up." Su Yang paused. "Of course, if you can provide clues and let us solve the case as soon as possible, then petty crimes can be avoided." Li Hongyun fell silent, and after a while, he finally spoke. "The only useful clue I have is probably one. Everyone only knows that the emerald bird I raise can recognize objects and obey orders. Actually, it's because I have mastered a heretical technique. I can bless the vision on the emerald bird, and build a soul link, so that I can perfectly control the emerald bird. So I also found a little clue under my intention. The other party has made a transaction with the Da gang. I don't know exactly what the transaction was, but the third young master of the Da gang was born paralyzed, but after the transaction, he has been able to move freely." Li Hongyun told everything he knew. The man in black doesn't know about these things, and if he tells it now, the man in black won't know that he told the secret. What's more, dead fellows don't die poor. Then Su Yang continued to ask for a while. After confirming that Li Hongyun only knew this news, Su Yang asked Li Mingyuan to detain him in the cell first. Undoubtedly, this is a very important clue. As long as it is confirmed to be true, they will be a big step closer to the truth. Yi Zhong was a little excited. "Shall we go to the Da gang to arrest people now?" "Well, go now before there is more trouble." Su Yang also had the same idea. Since he already had conclusive evidence, he should come directly to the door. Sometimes, in the face of absolute strength, some processes and some resistance will turn into nothingness. If they are only 5th rank, they dare not rush to the door directly. The leader of the Da gang has completed the 5th rank. If he doesn't cooperate, the 5th rank will not be enough. But they are 4th grade, or even above. Some difficult things will become extremely easy. This is a world where the strong are respected. This is also a world of suspicion. When I suspect you, I need you to prove my innocence. If I can't prove it, that's what you do. Li Mingyuan, you send someone to investigate Li Chang's problem. Yes. Put Li Hongyun in a cell, and ask Li Mingyuan to send someone to investigate the other person's problem. As for them, let's go to the Da gang. The three of them turned around and rushed towards the Da gang. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audiobook YouTube channel. Chapter 25 Xuanwang Mother Mind. Please read more. Closing square bracket. Night. Yang City. 3 figures came to the Da gang. As soon as they reached the door, the 3 of them were stopped by 2 guards. Li Mingyuan took out the identity token. Take us to see Chief Zhao. The token of Zhen Wuxi is still very useful. After Li Mingyuan took out the token, their attitudes immediately changed. 3 adults, wait a moment, I will inform the steward. One of the guards goes in to report. Soon a manager walked out of it. 3 adults, please follow me. The steward led the 3 of them and walked in. While the 3 of them were walking in, Yi Zhong noticed that Su Yang's mood was fluctuating, and asked worriedly, "What's wrong?" "It's okay." Su Yang shook his head on the surface, but his heart was not calm. The reason is that the steward leading the way has something above his head that only he can see. Open black lens bracket Sin LV12 close black lens bracket. What does it mean? Sin LV12 no matter what, this manager is definitely not a good thing. You know, in Pingshan City, Li Ming and Li Yijiang, who have done many evil things, don't have such things on their heads. But it appeared on this person. Is directly LV12. Su Yang doesn't know whether this LV12 represents the opponent's level of strength, or something else. Literally, there are currently two possibilities. The evil done by this person reaches LV12, or the strength of this person reaches LV12. What's more, this frame appears above this person's head. What does Su Yang need to do? The last time I got rid of Li Ming was because the mission was clear. Now the information is not clear, I only know that this guy is not a good person. Su Yang restrained his mind. No matter what, he should do what he should do now. This person will be cleaned up later. After walking for a while, they came to a lobby. Wait a minute, I'll go ask the leader. The steward said, and then left. Su Yang paid attention to this person. His face was kind, his speech was polite, and he looked completely harmless to humans and animals. His first impression is that he is an honest person. It has nothing to do with sin at all. But now Su Yang doesn't judge people by their appearance. What happened, he will know later. Zhao Da quickly walked in from the outside, and the steward obediently followed behind. I don't know if the three of you are looking for me to do something with you. After Zhao Da came in, he took the lead directly, and didn't have much respect for the three of them. You know, this is his territory. We came here naturally to ask you to learn about the Tiawanshan robbery. Su Yang spoke first. Didn't you know about this matter before? I said everything I needed to say, didn't I cooperate? Zhao Da was a little impatient when he heard this. If the commander of Yang Township Wu Si came, he would still be in awe. But what are these three guys in front of them? When Zhao Da came in, he took a look at the three of them. Except for Li Mingyuan who looked familiar, the other two had no impression at all. But without exception, he didn't know each other. A small character who can't even remember his name, dared to question him under the name of Zhen Wu Si. Really? Su Yang said calmly, I'm afraid you didn't explain some things clearly. I heard that the third young master of the Da gang was born paralyzed. What's going on now? Can you let us meet? Zhao Dahai's complexion sank, and he said coldly, it's not convenient. Whether it's inconvenient or shameful. Su Yang confronted each other, refusing to budge. The smell of gunpowder instantly filled the air. Eliminate the spark slightly to detonate. Boy, don't think that you can do whatever you want by wearing the skin of Zhen Wu Si. Zhao Da said displeased ly, see off. Seeing this, Su Yang couldn't help shaking his head. Is it difficult to cooperate well? I search for evidence honestly. A terrifying sword intent shot up from Su Yang's body, heading straight for Zhao Da. Zhao Da turned pale with shock, and quickly circulated the energy of martial arts to protect his whole body. At the same time, he slapped out with a palm, the energy was concentrated, and he blasted towards the sword intent from the air. It's a pity that these are like bubbles in front of Su Yang's powerful sword intent. The palm print of Qi Jin collided with the sword intent and was blown up instantly. The momentum of the sword will not diminish, and the pressure is on Zhao Da. The protective energy on Zhao Dahai's body was instantly shattered. With a bang, Zhao Da was crushed to the ground, and the chair he was sitting on shattered into a pile of debris. Zhao Da on the ground kept struggling, trying to get up, but he could only make his face flush. The terrifying sword intent pressured Zhao Da tightly, making him unable to even move. Upon closer inspection, the bluestone bricks on the ground have been broken, and Zhao Da has penetrated 3 points into the ground. Yi Zhong flinched when he saw this, and thought to himself, I can't afford to provoke you. Li Mingyuan's eyes widened a long time ago. What kind of boss is he following? The steward on the other side turned pale in shock and hurried forward to intercede. My lord, what do you mean? My boss didn't provoke you, did he? Stay here, it's not your turn yet. Su Yang gave him a faint look. Then calmly took a sip of the tea on the table. As for the coercion of the sword intent, it has not been removed, and it is still pressing Zhao Da firmly. The steward shrank his neck when he heard the words, he didn't dare to say anything, he could only worry about Zhao Da. Just like this, a full 3 minutes passed, and after Zhao Dahai's complexion turned purple, Su Yong withdrew his sword intent. Zhao Da suddenly got up from the ground, panting heavily. Below him is a pit that was pressed out by him. After recovering a bit, Zhao Da immediately apologized to Su Yong. You little one has eyes and doesn't know Mount Tai, and offended you, please forgive me. Fear, immense fear. In just 3 minutes, Zhao Da experienced the alternation of life and death. He has never experienced this feeling of being pressed like an ant. At this moment, his body was still shaking. He knew that if he didn't satisfy the man in front of him, he couldn't live long. In this world, the strong are respected. Entering the rivers and lakes, embarking on the road of cultivation, is life and death. Su Yong wanted to kill him, it was as easy as pie. Tell me what you know. Su Yong said calmly. At this moment, Zhao Da still has the arrogance he had before, he is obedient. The other party came to me on his own initiative, saying that he had a bone pill there, which could allow my paralyzed third son to live a normal life. That guy's name is Hai Wuya, he mastered the puppet refining technique, and he took a piece of black and yellow mother mine from me with the bone pill. The Xuanwang mother ore can absorb the black iron to produce the Xuanwang gas, which is a good material for refining puppets. If there are enough of them, with that guy's method, the 4th grade extreme puppets can be refined. I don't want to tell him, one is because he helped my son so that my son can live a normal life. I, Zhao Da, am not an ungrateful person. Second, because this guy is also a poor man. When he said this, Zhao Da paused, and continued. 10 years ago, Hai Wuya was considered a young talent in our Tianfeng County, but it was a pity that he fell in love with a female disciple of Luya Zhanmen during his experience in Zhonghu. The Willow Leaf Sword sect cultivates the unfeeling way of swordsmanship, and the disciples in the sect cannot be emotional. After being discovered by the sect will be swept away, and the killing order will be issued directly. Hai Wuya protected Ji Yu Shui and wanted to leave Tianfeng County, but was caught up by Luya Zhanmen. Luya Zhanmen said that as long as Hai Wuya jumped off the cliff, he would let Ji Yu Shui go. Alive, jumped off the cliff. But when I jumped down, I just watched Ji Yu Shui being pierced through the heart by a sword. At that time, this incident caused quite a stir in Tianfeng County. At first everyone thought Hai Wuya was dead. I didn't expect him to be alive. But this time he also has the will to die. If you want to find him, go to Luya Zhanmen. At the beginning, Zhao Da didn't intend to say it because he was grateful. Now, he doesn't want to die. Besides, Hai Wuya already has the desire to die, so it doesn't matter if he says it. According to that guy's plan, it should be almost successful now. Actually, there's one more thing he didn't say. He has a deep friendship with Hai Wuya. When Hai Wuya approached him, he agreed to help without hesitation. Even donated directly to the Xuanwang mother mine. But the sea is boundless and unwilling. He said, I am a person who is about to die, and I cannot owe debts that cannot be repaid, so let me help Brother Zhao. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audiobook YouTube channel. Chapter 26 Zhonghu Matters, Zhonghu. In the hall, Su Yong and others listened to Zhao Da coming slowly. Here at Zhao Da, they obtained a complete clue. I just didn't expect it to involve an old incident 10 years ago. Yi Zhong was already grinning from ear to ear. He knew that following Su Yong would definitely gain more benefits. The other examiners don't know what they are doing now. They are almost cracking the case. Su Yong knocked on the table. Thank you, Chief Zhao, for your cooperation. What is your manager's name? My lord, his name is Zhang Bao, but he bumped into you. The corner of Zhao Dahai's mouth twitched. Can he not cooperate? No, he's pretty good. Su Yong said something, then got up and left. The Willow Leaf Sword Gate is located on a hill 15 miles away from Yang City. The strongest in the sect is the 4th-rank sword cultivator. According to Zhao Dahai's intention, Hai Wuya probably took revenge. Li Ming Yuan, call the members of the Junwu division to the Luya Sword Gate. Brother Yi, the two of us go there first. Su Yong and Yi Zhong went back to Zhenwu Si to pick up the horse and prepared to go one step ahead. Stable. Brother Su, will your breeze horse slow down? Yi Zhong reminded. Su Yong hesitated, and then tied the horse rope back. You're right. Brother Su, what do you think I am doing? It's okay, don't you claim to be the #1 person in Tianfeng County? I want to see it. Brother Su, I think Qingfengma is not slow. On the official road in the dark night. One person and one horse galloped past. Yi Zhang already wanted to slap himself twice, why talk about what he has nothing to do? This is all right, the legs race against the horse. Su Yang was also secretly startled on the red blood horse. What Yi Zhang said was true. With his stamina, he might not only be the number one of the younger generation in Tianfeng County. The older generation may not be able to compare. It can be seen that Yi Zhang is not struggling at all at this time, and the speed of the red blood horse is far behind Yi Zhang. Interesting. 15 miles away, in the blink of an eye, the two arrived at the foot of Luyajianmen Mountain. When they came here, they suddenly found that Luyajianmen had been attacked. The shouts of killing on the mountain gate were loud. Put the red blood horse at the foot of the mountain, and the two quickly went up the mountain. Brother Su, your speed is too slow, let me help you. Seeing Su Yang's slow speed, Yi Zhang couldn't help but stepped forward and took Su Yang with him. At first, Yi Zhang wanted to pick up Su Yang directly. But after being glared at by Su Yang, he honestly carried Su Yang on his back. Zhao Dahai's fate is vivid in his mind, he'd better be honest. Yi Yang's figure is like a ghost, even if there is a person on his back, it will not affect him in any way. Under full strength, it is even faster than when rushing. After a few breaths, they came to the top of the mountain. At this time, I looked at it at a glance. The Luya sword gate is being attacked by a large number of puppets. These puppets are like foreign martial arts practitioners, with extremely strong defense and great strength. A pair of iron palms roared out. If the disciple of Luya Jianmen couldn't dodge in time, he would be shot flying out immediately. The disciples of Luya Jianmen are all women. But these iron golems will not show mercy. His moves were all murderous hands. These female disciples vomited blood and flew backwards, lying on the ground without knowing whether they were alive or dead. Seeing this, Su Yang and Yi Zhang didn't do anything. There are words on the first page of Junwu Division Rules. Open black lens bracket the affairs of the rivers and lakes are over. Close black lens bracket. Start from stepping into the rivers and lakes, stepping into this practice world. Official forces will not intervene in the grievances of warriors, nor will they intervene in the affairs of the practice world. The duty of the Genwusi is to protect the common people and prevent the warriors from acting recklessly. But the grievances between warriors are resolved by themselves. Just like the willow leaf sword gate in front of you, who can tell the difference between the grievances and grievances in detail? To help Hai Wuya, or to help Luyi Jianmen? Obviously neither can help. They came here to do one thing, catch the sea without limit. Now that Hai Wuya hasn't appeared yet, there's no need for them to join in. Upon closer inspection, the battle here has only just begun. Luya Jianmen seems to be retreating steadily, but they are all disciples who have not yet cultivated. The strong ones haven't come out yet. There are about 50 iron golems in total. Among them, the 7th rank is mostly, the 6th rank has 10, and the 5th rank has 3. There is no 4th product yet. Soon Luyi Jianmen also reacted, and stronger characters began to appear on the stage. 5th grade sword cultivator appeared and began to stabilize the scene. The cyan sword energy burst forth, and countless sword energy criss-crossed in the willow leaf sword gate. Iron golems start taking casualties. Why don't demons come to my Luyajianmen to make trouble? In the willow leaf sword gate, someone yelled angrily, "You who hide your head and show your tail, dare to show yourself." Ha ha ha. Accompanied by loud laughter, a strong man like a bear fell from the sky and smashed hard into the willow leaf sword gate, causing countless smoke and dust to rise. Hide my head and show my tail. Why should I hide my head and show my tail? Today I came here just to destroy your willow leaf sword gate. The person here is more than 2 meters tall, and even looks 2.5 meters tall. He is quite a giant. The muscles on his body are like pieces of steel, with black and yellow lines on them. Lu Rushuang looked at the miserable situation inside the gate, furious, and pointed her sword at the person who came. No matter who you are today, if you dare to bully my Luya sword gate like this, you will be cut under the sword. Ha ha ha, have you forgotten who I am? Hai Wuya laughed loudly, and there seemed to be a little sadness in it. 10 years ago, Tianshanya, what do you think of? Lu Rushuang frowned in thought, then thought of something, her pupils dilated, and she said in surprise, Hai Wuya. That's right. Hai Wuya restrained his smile. 10 years ago, you forced me to jump off a cliff, but you didn't keep your word and killed Shui with one sword. I didn't expect that 10 years later, like you would still be the master of the Luya sword sect. The sky has no eyes. Perhaps I was lucky enough not to die 10 years ago, just so that I can kill the enemy with my own hands today. Hee hee. Lu Rushuang sneered and said, that Ji Yu Shui disregarded the family rules and fell in love with you, so he deserved to die. I, a disciple of the Luya sword sect, cultivates the unfeeling sword. Touching emotions will only affect our cultivation speed. You despicable person seduced Ji Yu Shui and broke her way of cultivation. Ji Yu Shui was killed by you. 10 years ago, I could force you to jump off a cliff, and I can kill you today. Hai Wuya snorted coldly. Today, if you are as eloquent as you are, I will definitely destroy this willow leaf sword gate. After the last word fell, Hai Wuya rushed out. Stepping out with one step, the whole earth was shaken, and a small hole was left in place. Lu Rushuang stretched out her sword, the sword energy poured straight in, and the cyan aura rushed out with unparalleled vigor. Hai Wuya ignored it, stepped forward and slapped it with his palm, colliding with the sword energy, making the sound of iron clanging, and the sword energy was easily smashed to pieces. Lu Rushuang was taken aback. You turned yourself into a puppet. You are crazy, and you will definitely die next time. Hai Wuya laughed loudly. I live for revenge, and if I can fulfill my wish today, death is worth it. The two fought fiercely together in an instant. Hai Wuya suppressed Lu Rushuang's crazy output with his desperate style of play. Lu Rushuang didn't dare to fight it head-on, so she could only retreat while fighting. But in this way, Hai Wuya's reckless style of play quickly destroyed half of the willow leaf sword gate. Tisk tisk. Yi Zhong couldn't help feeling. It's really like a monster in human form. Brother Su, why don't you come up and save the beauty with a hero? The rivers and lakes, the rivers and lakes. Su Yang stood where he was, watching everything calmly. Chapter 27. This sword of mine is up to you. Cup of tea. Time passed. Most of the prosperous Luya Janman has become ruins. The battle between the Iron Golem and the disciple elder of Luya Janman has receded to the brink. Only the center battle is the most eye-catching. Smoke and dust soared into the sky, and the light of the sword was like a shadow. Hai Wuya, you should die. In the field, Lu Rushuang's hair fluttered, her face was ferocious, her clothes were slightly torn, and blood seeped into them. Long lost the original dignity. She held the sword across her chest, and the blue light enveloped the sword in an instant. In the next instant, a majestic sword aura surged from behind her. The sword energy turned into a sword body, standing upright behind Lu Rushuang. Unfeeling sword Zan Yuan. There was a loud shout, and the huge sword slashed towards Hai Wuya. Hai Wuya jumped up in one step, his eyes were calm and there seemed to be no fear. He grabbed the huge sword body. The huge palm is like an indestructible existence. It can be seen that there is a layer of black and yellow air covering Hai Wuya's body, including his palms. Lu Rushuang's sword energy couldn't break through this layer of mysterious yellow energy at all. The next second, the dark and yellow lines on Hai Wuya's body flickered, and the mysterious and yellow energy burst out suddenly. A punch hit the sword energy. Boom. The sword energy shattered suddenly. Give me. Broken. Hai Wuya pushed forward with sword energy. The sword chi shattered inch by inch, and finally pushed hard in front of Lu Rushuang. The sword energy shattered, and the impact was counterattacked. Lu Rushuang spat out a mouthful of blood and collapsed to the ground. Hai Wuya looked at Lu Rushuang condescendingly. The grievances of 10 years ago should be settled today. Lu Rushuang's heart was ashamed. At this moment, her meridians were in severe pain, and her meridians could not bear the forceful use of sword moves to cut Yuan. He was counterattacked by a broken move again, and the injury was compounded. She doesn't even have the ability to dodge now. Boom. Following Hai Wuya's punch down, blood splattered everywhere, and when the fist was lifted up again, half of Lu Rushuang's body had been turned into a fleshy paste, mixed with gravel residue. Hai Wuya was like an indifferent machine. After beating Lu Rushuang to death, he looked at the other disciples of Luya Janman again. However, the other disciples of Luya Janman would dare to stay here at this time. The moment Lu Rushuang was beaten to death, the smarter ones had already fled. Only some stupid people are still fighting with iron golems. Hai Wuya had already killed the red-eyed, and even lost his humanity, rushed out and punched a disciple of Luya Zhanmen. After a while, the entire Luyazhanmen fell silent. With ruined walls and blood-stained buildings, the air is filled with a strong smell of blood. Hai Wuya stood blankly in the center of the willow leaf sword gate. Shuiye. Did you see that? I have avenged you. Hai Wuya reached out and took out a tombstone from the void. Open black lens bracket Hai Wuya and Ji Shui's tomb close black lens bracket. The tombstone is very big and long, and it was inserted in the center of the willow leaf sword gate by Hai Wuya with a bang. Da da. Two figures appeared behind Hai Wuya. Hai Wuya, you did the Iron Ring Mountain robbery. The two of Su Yang are down, the Zhonghu affair is over, it's their turn. Why bother to ask knowingly? It is impossible for me to obediently go with you. I am a dying person, if you want to catch me, you just leave with my head in your hands. Hai Wuya does not care about openings. After merging a large amount of black and yellow energy and refining himself into a human puppet, his life has entered the countdown. If the people from Zhenwuxi don't come, after a while, he himself will be finished. Good. Su Yang said the word calmly, and the sword intent shot up from his body. My move, named Xingwo, has never seen blood since its birth. I will use you today. Om. In the next instant, the entire willow leaf sword gate was covered by Su Yang's sword intent. When this sword intent enveloped the sky, all the long swords of Luya Zhanmen seemed like kings. Floating in midair, trembling sword sounds. Buzz buzz. At the foot of the mountain, hundreds of Zhenwuxi soldiers who had arrived here suddenly stopped in their tracks. Looking up at the sky, the sword intent on the top of Luya Zhanmen mountain shocked the mind. The sound of the sword resounding through the entire mountain made them even swallow their saliva unconsciously. In the next moment, the infinite sword intent converged, a sword with starlight in the dark body, and a sword of artistic conception with light and fire on the tip of the sword appeared in the sky. Luya Zhanmen. When did such characters appear? The commander of the military division of Yang Township, the envoys in charge of the soldiers were shocked. Commanders cannot reach the 5th rank, and military commanders cannot reach the 6th rank. In front of such sword intent, they are like a lone boat on the sea, but if there is a wave, they will sink. Only Li Mingyuan guessed in his heart that this was probably caused by Mr. Su Yang. At this time, not only the members of Yang Chengcheng Wuxi came here, but also 6 other people who participated in the assessment. Of course they also saw the soaring sword intent on the mountain. But now they can't control that much. It's good to be in battle. They were already behind Su Yang and Yi Zhang. The above are fighting, so they still have a chance. As long as they can take down the criminal, they still have a chance. So one by one quickly rushed towards the mountain. The top of the mountain, Luya Zhanmen. Yi Yang's pupils more than doubled in size. Good guy. What kind of monster is this? Yi Zhang looked ahead. Hai Wuya's body of steel and iron was decapitated by a sword. Su Yang's terrifying sword didn't subside, it extended all the way, flattening the entire mountain where the willow leaf sword gate is located. Artistic conception into reality. At this age, with this strength, could it be that Tianfeng County can produce a genius on the Qianlong list? The Qianlong list covers Daxia Kyushu, 108 counties. Talents under the age of 30 are selected to enter the list, and the current minimum entry level is the 3rd rank. Don't look at the 108 counties that are divided into 100 places, but most of them are occupied by the state cities, plus some sects. It is not bad if the 108 counties can produce 10 potential talents. In Tianfeng County, there has been no genius on the Qianlong list for 10 years. Su Yang stepped forward and directly took a ring from Hai Wuya's finger. He saw it just now. This guy fetches objects from the void. Doesn't that mean he has storage equipment? This is a world with immortals, and it's normal to have this thing. When he got the ring, Su Yang could clearly feel that the ring had another layer of space. As long as the mind is focused, you can see it. There are many things in the ring, including the black-yellow mother ore. The entire ring is about 3 cubic meters. Not bad, this time the harvest is good. Naturally, he took the ring to his hand. Then he raised Hai Wuya's head and prepared to leave. As for the willow leaf sword gate, Su Yang is not going to move. The people of Luya Zhanmen are not all dead, some have run away. As an official, he didn't move well, and secondly, Su Yang didn't care too much about these things. For a monk in the world to pursue resources and skills, all he needs is a sword. Brother Yi, let's go, I'm going back to work. Brother Su, I didn't do anything, I just followed you all the way, and I feel a bit ashamed of getting 3 successes. Since Brother Yi has this awareness, how about doing something for me later? Su Yang smiled and said, but he was still thinking about the sin mark on Zhang Bao's head. That thing, he still has some difficulty in figuring out what's going on his own. After all, he is not skilled enough to investigate Zhang Bao secretly. Let the rest of Junwu division go, Su Yang is afraid that they are not strong enough. After all, Zhang Bao's crime is LV12. It is just right to let Yi Zhang go, his strength surpasses LV12, his agility is good, and he is an excellent candidate for a spy. According to Su Yang's previous observation, LV12 is probably the strength of the 5th rank, and will not surpass the 5th rank. Yi Zhang. Shouldn't he be talking? There are pits waiting for him after every speech. Just when they wanted to go down, members of Junwu Division and other examiners also rushed here. Looking at the tragic scene in the mountain peak that was cut off, I was a little shocked. Is the fight so intense? Where are the people from Luya Janmen? Dead. In the end, everyone's eyes basically fell on Su Yang who was holding the head. Chapter 28 Blood Refining Sect Evil Cultivator. Under the gathering of everyone's gaze, Su Yang also explained the ins and outs of the matter clearly. This person is the robber in the Iron Ring Mountain robbery. When the whole matter was revealed to everyone, Zhen Wuxi is naturally happy, the case is over, and they finally don't have to run around haha. Su Yang also received compliments. But this is not a good thing for the remaining 6 examiners. Sun Tianpeng and the others looked gloomy and stared at Su Yang. They came here in less than a day. The case is solved. They are still investigating the bird and beast incident everywhere today, and they have no clue after a day of investigation. As a result, the case was over when I was about to rest at night. It makes them accept for a while. What's more, after careful calculation, they did not provide any useful information in the whole matter, which means that they have nothing to do with them. If this is the case, how will their assessment be calculated next? After returning to this question, everyone was a little at a loss. Things have already happened, and they can only wait for the results later. Xiao Sun, don't look at it. It's not for you. I just said that it's useless to enter the inspection department by brute force. Yi Zhang looked at Sun Tianpeng triumphantly. We'll see. Sun Tianpeng gritted his teeth and said, before leaving here. Sun Tianpeng wanted to go up and beat Yi Zhang up, but the problem was that Yi Yang's body skills were too good. Even if he is strong, it is useless if he cannot beat Yi Zhang. Different from Sun Tianpeng, the other 5 examiners were all middle-aged warriors who were elderly. At their age, they have become very smooth in dealing with things. Congratulations in advance to both of you for passing the assessment. You are really awesome young people, we are already old. Not bad. It's just a fluke. Quote. After some courtesy, this matter is over here. You only need to wait for the examiner to confirm that there is no problem, then it is time to announce the assessment result. Return to Yang City. Ma Wu came to Yang City a long time ago, but he didn't expect that the case would be cleared up in just one day. This made Ma Wu feel dissatisfied. How trash is Zhen Wuxi? After 7 days of investigation, nothing was found, but it was found out in one day. This dissatisfaction is dissatisfaction with Zhen Wuxi. The Junwu division has been corrupted, and the people inside have long since lost their original intention to establish the Junwu division. Corruption and bribery, superficial skills, everything is complete. In some places, the name can even be simply changed to the town civil division. The original intention of supporting the people has long since died under the corrosion of money. The emergence of the inspection department is inevitable and necessary. Yang City, Junwuxi Lobby. The assessment is basically over now, we just need to wait for the clues to be confirmed. From the performance point of view, Su Yang and Yi Zhang are firmly seated as inspectors from all directions. But the other 6 of you. I'm afraid you need another round of competition. Do you have any comments? After thinking for a while, Ma Wu came to a conclusion. From the information reported so far, the whole matter was only done by Su Yang and Yi Zhang, and the others naturally did not contribute. The 6 of them shook their heads, expressing that they had no opinion. Yeah. Ma Wu nodded and said, the second round of the competition will be decided by the head of the inspection department when we return to the county. That's it for now. Let's all go back and rest. After Ma Wu made arrangements, he asked everyone to rest. Su Yong and Yi Zhong walked together. Soon, Su Yong found Li Mingyuan. How is the investigation of Zhang Bao's information? After he got out of Da Gang, Su Yong asked Li Mingyuan to investigate this matter. My lord, these are Zhang Bao's materials. They are all here. There is nothing unusual about them. They are the subordinates Zhao Da took in the early years. Li Mingyuan told the truth and handed over the materials at the same time. After reading it once, Su Yong found that it was indeed normal, and there was nothing wrong with it. But what does the sin on that guy's head represent? Okay, you go down first. Su Yong waved Li Mingyuan back. There must be something wrong with this treasure, and now it seems that he still needs to investigate it himself. Let's go, Brother Yi, it's time for you to act. By the way, why are you investigating this guy? Yi Zhong was puzzled and curious. Go and have a look first, remember, be extremely careful, and don't let any tell. Su Yong didn't explain too much, and he couldn't explain clearly. Seeing that Su Yong didn't say anything, Yi Zhong didn't continue to ask. Now he owes Su Yong favor. No matter what Su Yong wants to do, as long as it doesn't violate his principles, he has to help. The two left Junwu division and headed towards the place where Zhang Bao lived according to the information. After burning incense, the two quietly came to Zhang Bao's residence. You are skilled, go investigate and don't let go of any anomalies. I'll meet you outside. Su Yong didn't plan to go in together, and with his skill, following in would only be a disservice. Rather than that, it is better to wait outside. Okay. Yi Zhong nodded and agreed. In the dark night, Yi Zhong jumped up and disappeared in front of Su Yong without making a sound. Seeing this, Su Yong simply found a suitable place to rest. Yi Zhong stood on the eaves without revealing the slightest breath. There is a layer of special energy around him that allows him to blend in with his surroundings. I don't know why Su Yong wants to investigate this guy, but I want to see what's special. Zhang Bao's residence is not very big, but it is not small either. One main courtyard and 3 affiliated courtyards. Yi Zhong came to the main courtyard, silently made a gap on the roof, and began to observe the environment inside the house. Scanning around, Zhang Bao was not found. Strange, haven't you come back yet? No. The oil lamps in the room are all lit, how could he not come back? Yi Zhong found something wrong and immediately began to observe more carefully. Scanned carefully again, but still didn't find any problems. Waited for a while. Just when he was about to go down into the room to find out, something happened suddenly. In a hidden corner of the room, a secret passage slowly opened. Zhang Bao walked out from inside. At this time, Zhang Bao had an indifferent expression on his face, and he was not as submissive as he was in the Da Gang. Wisps of pale red blood floated around him, and the smell of blood rushed out from the secret room, permeating the entire room. Yi Zhong, who was peeping on the roof, widened his eyes. Good fellow, the evil cultivator of the blood refining sect. With just one glance, Yi Zhong recognized this treasure as the evil cultivator of the blood refining sect that ravaged the entire Lingshan prefecture. It's really because the Shui Lianzong's exercises are very vicious and easy to distinguish. Taking human beings as pills, refining, absorbing qi and blood for cultivation. Finally people into dry bones. This kind of cultivation method is extremely fast. Ordinary warriors may only be at the 9th grade after 3 to 5 years of cultivation, but this blood refining method only takes 3 days if there are enough human pills. How could the evil cultivator of the blood refining sect appear here? How did Su Yong recognize it? Alarm bells rang in Yi Yang's heart. The appearance of a cultivator from the blood refining sect is not a good omen, and every time he appears, it will cause great disaster. If it is more serious, the whole county will be turned into dry bones. No. I have to inform Brother Su to come in and arrest. Yi Zhong didn't act rashly, fearing that he was not strong enough and would make the other party run away. Yi Zhong held his breath and left the place quickly. Chapter 29 Will of All Beings +1-2. Brother Su. Yi Zhong appeared like a ghost. How? Su Yong asked calmly. The people inside are not simple. This treasure is an evil cultivator of the blood refining sect. You have to catch him. Yi Zhang said solemnly. Evil cultivator of the blood refining sect. Su Yang didn't understand the meaning, but he also knew that evil cultivator is not a fun thing. You don't know. Yi Zhang blinked. Now is not the time to talk about this, catch Zhongbao first. Okay. Su Yang noticed that Yi Zhang seemed a little flustered. It seems that this treasure is really not a simple character. Su Yang got serious. Led by Yi Zhang, he easily came to Zhongbao Fong. The sword intent spread all over his body, and the door was smashed in a single thought, and the scene in the room was unobstructed. Zhongbao was drinking tea, and the sudden change did not make him panic. He reacted instantly, got up and ran. How could Su Yang, who had been prepared for a long time, let the other party go? Currently, his sword intent can cover a radius of 100 meters by simply releasing it, and the current environment is within the range of his sword intent. Su Yang just moved his mind, and the sword intent rushed out of his body, pressing on Zhongbao in the blink of an eye. Subdue this person on the spot. After that, Su Yang and Yi Zhang stepped into it. Seeing the visitor, Zhongbao held back his irritability. My lords, I didn't offend you, did I? Zhongbao looked puzzled. You don't have to pretend to be with us, you are an evil cultivator of the blood refining sect. Yi Zhang revealed Zhongbao's identity in one word. Zhongbao's breathing was stagnant, and his eyes were fixed on the two of them. Since Yi Zhang revealed his identity straight away, he must have conclusive evidence. How did you find out? He thinks he is acting cautiously, there is no possibility of being exposed at all, right? Moreover, these two people have only come here today, and they have only met once. Zhongbao recalled what happened today. When Su Yang asked Zhao Da his name, it might have been exposed. But how was it exposed? Brother Su, don't talk nonsense with him, let him go first. Yi Zhang didn't intend to communicate with the other party. Opening the mouth is to abolish this person. It is completely different from being lazy and not caring about anything on weekdays. It is enough to see how much Yi Zhang attaches importance to this person. Yes. Su Yang nodded, he also thought so, only useless people are the safest. Zhongbao's face changed drastically, and he didn't care too much. A circle of red gas appeared all over his body, and a burst of energy erupted from Zhongbao, trying to break free from Su Yang's control. Unfortunately, Zhongbao's strength is only at the 6th rank, and he is pitifully weak in front of Su Yang who is full of sword intent. It was pointless to let him struggle. Puff. Accompanied by several penetrating sounds, Zhongbao's dantian was forced to disperse all his energy and blood. When the dantian was broken, an extremely strong smell of blood permeated the air. Ah! Zhongbao screamed, his face was ashen, his dantian was broken, he was completely finished. His appearance is also changing. It is no longer Zhongbao's honest and responsible appearance, but has become a vicious and mean appearance. Obviously, the real Zhongbao has long been murdered. Yi Zhang was relieved to see this. Brother Su, look at him, I'll inform Commander Ma. Su Yang nodded to express his understanding. Yi Zhang left soon. Su Yang stared at Zhongbao and sized him up, his eyes were eager to try, but he restrained him. Su Yang really wanted to kill this guy to see what happened to Sin LV12. Zhongbao, just resisted with all his strength was only rank 6. This also means that Sin LV12 definitely does not represent strength. What would that be? Will of all beings. Judging from Yi Yang's reaction, this person should be more important, and he cannot be killed yet. The blood refining sect should be a faction. Could it be that all the people in the blood refining sect will have the word sin on their heads? The evil cultivator of the blood refining sect collapsed on the ground, his eyes were lifeless, he couldn't run away, and death was the only destination for the crimes he committed. After a while, Yi Zhang rushed back with a large team. Ma Wu was among them. Block the scene. With a wave of his hand, Ma Wu first sealed off the entire area. Su Yang, you did a good job. I will report this matter to the head of the inspection department, and I will distribute it together with your reward when the assessment is settled. Thank you Commander Ma, but I want to know how to deal with this evil cultivator. Su Yang thanked him and asked his own concerns. Generally speaking, the interrogation is routine first, and if you can't ask anything, you will be killed. Ma Wu thought for a while and then said, However, there are blood species in the body of this blood cultivator, and it will be triggered immediately when some secrets are involved. It's a puddle of blood, so I can't ask anything. The most valuable thing about the cultivators of the blood refining sect is not themselves, but the place where they lived. Through some clues, you may discover some of their conspiracy. If you can't find anything, you have to conduct a thorough investigation of this area. Is that so? Su Yang said in a deep voice, I wonder if you can let me kill this person. Oh. Ma Wu glanced at Su Yang curiously, and was silent for a moment without knowing what he was thinking, and then said, if you want to do it yourself, do it now. After the interrogation, he may become a puddle of blood. Thank you, sir. Su Yang thanked. He was really curious about what this Sin LV12 was, otherwise, he didn't have to. You caught the person, so you naturally have the right to dispose of it. Ma Wu's serious face rarely squeezed out a little smile. There is a problem. You can't take this person's things away. You need to investigate in detail. But don't worry, everything will be converted into contribution points for you. What you need can be exchanged in Junwuxi's treasure house. Naturally, Su Yang has no opinion on this and agrees. Since Ma Wu has already spoken, Su Yang is not polite. With a move of the sword intent, the head of Zhang Bao, who had lost all his strength, flew away instantly. At this moment, a large amount of white air emerged from Zhang Bao, then dissipated, and finally turned into strands of pure transparent white air and flew into Su Yang's mind. Open black lens bracket will of all beings +1 2 close black lens bracket. Su Yang was overjoyed. This Sin LV12 seems to represent the will of all living beings, and LV12 represents 12 strands. Yes. Why does the will of all beings appear on the other party? Next, the Junwuxi soldiers began to collect all the useful things on the scene. Under Yi Yang's guidance, everyone focused on a secret room. Let's go and have a look together. Ma Wu said, but his complexion was not very good. Yi Zhang seemed to know something, and said to Su Yang with a calm face, next, you have to be mentally prepared. Huh. Su Yang was puzzled. What do you mean? Yi Zhang roughly explained the blood refining sect to Su Yang. An evil cultivation sect that takes people as pills. Any monk in this evil cultivation sect bears a lot of human lives on his body. It can be as few as hundreds, or as easy as thousands. After a brief understanding, Su Yang also understood that Yi Zhang knew the secret room, but there was no reason why he didn't investigate first. Want to know what kind of scene it will be inside? Then, the so-called Sin LV12, is this person's life? Is it 120, or 1200? Su Yang had a guess in his mind. Just guessing a number, even if the number represents human life, Su Yang has no special feeling in his heart. There is no such thing as anger. After all, it would be too ridiculous to empathize with just guessing a number. But Su Yang also has an idea. This person deserves to be killed. Evil cultivators should be killed. Subscribe to Chinese Novel Audiobook YouTube channel. Chapter 30 Ma Wu shows goodwill. The Chamber of Secrets opens. Not many people went in. 4 soldiers with relatively strong scouting ability, the commander of the Yangtown Military Division, Zhao Wenbin, Ma Wu, Su Yang, and Yi Zhang. A total of 8 people. As soon as the secret chamber was opened, a gust of blood seeped out of it. Su Yang frowned, quickly protected himself with sword intent, and held his breath. Don't talk about taking the initiative to adapt. Why should you suffer if you can't suffer? He is not going to go to the battlefield in the future, so there is no need to adapt. Su Yang observes Yi Zhang and the others with normal expressions. I don't know if he is the same as him or if he is really used to it. The secret room is not very big, and at most 2 people can walk together at the entrance. After walking for a while, it suddenly became clear. Looking closely, I have come to a spacious cellar. Here, the smell of blood is even more intense. Just entering, you can see the bones wrapped in skins in the center. This appearance is not even a mummy. In addition to the corpse, there is also a table around it, with some drawings placed on it. The soldiers quickly conducted a thorough search here. All useful information is collected. Bones, 93. When he got this number, Ma Wu couldn't suppress his anger at all, and a murderous aura emerged from his body, pressing on the commander of Junwuxi. How did Junwuxi do things? 93 people died and there was no commotion. Didn't 930 people die? 9,300 people, those of us above, wouldn't know. Zhao Wenbin, if you can't give me an explanation for this matter, you've reached the end of your position. 93 people died. It is impossible to die at the same time, which means that the evil cultivator of the blood refining sect has been here for a while. It's just what they see, it's actually far more than 93 people. People disappeared continuously, but Yongtown Wuxi didn't find any problems. If Su Yong hadn't broken it this time, how long would Zhongbao have to hide? Ma Wu could not imagine the consequences. It is said that the Junwu division is now corrupt, and the folks are ridiculed, regardless of whether they give money or not. It sounds contradictory, but if you bring in wealthy businessmen and ordinary people, you can understand that these two are means of making money. Ma Wu has never seen it before, and he doesn't think Zhen Wuxi will be as miserable as the rumors say. But now it seems that what has reached his ears is even lighter. Zhao Wenbin's legs were weak, and Ma Wu's murderous aura was pressing on him like a mountain of corpses and a sea of blood, and the terrifying killing intent made him tremble all over. Keep clear, and quickly said, "My lord, calm down, I don't know about this matter, someone must have kept it from me, I will go back and investigate it immediately, and give my lord an explanation." Huh. Ma Wu snorted coldly, restraining his momentum. It's better to be like this. Organize another manpower to conduct a thorough investigation of the entire Yang city and the surrounding towns. When one evil cultivator is found, it means that this place has infiltrated countless evil cultivators. Also, this person is from the Da gang, right? Exactly. Block the Da gang, before the investigation is clear, those who change, kill without mercy. Facing the terrifying existence of the blood refining sect, Ma Wu dared not be careless. The execution standard is the highest level. I would rather kill 1,000 mistakes than let one go. Different from others, Ma Wu is more aware of the horror of the blood refining sect. 12 years ago, he was a young general in the Green Bamboo Army of Zuliu County. In that year, the blood refining sect set up a monstrous array in Zuliu County, offering blood sacrifices to the whole county. In just 3 days, Zuliu County, an area where millions of people live, lost 70% of its staff. That's a full 700,000 people. The originally prosperous Zuliu County changed after that time. Looking around, they are all bones, bones without flesh and blood. He was lucky enough to survive with martial arts, but he saw countless people being sucked into mummies by the blood sacrifice array in front of him. Vitality is passing away bit by bit. No matter what he does, he can't stop it, and he can't save people. Those who have lost their vitality, their faces are distorted in pain, they would rather commit suicide than live a second longer. Whenever the news of the blood refining sect appeared in his ears, the painful expressions of those people back then would unconsciously surface in his mind. Over the years, it has also become a knot in his heart. In his life, he only wanted to destroy the blood refining sect one day. With his strength, it is a bit of a dream. Just 12 years ago, 700,000 blood sacrifices were made, and someone from the blood refining sect broke through to the realm of a great martial arts master. Above the first grade is the master, and above the master is the great master. He is a little third grade. There is not much he can do. But it doesn't mean he won't do it. That night, a letter from Ma Wu issued an emergency order of 100,000 fires, and it was sent to the magistrate of Tianfeng County overnight. In addition, when the Yejun Wuxi was shaken, they first thoroughly investigated who concealed the matter that Zhongbao had kept silent for many years. After the investigation, it was found that some military envoys had received bribes with resources, and Zhongbao was in charge of the Da gang, so some of the exposed problems were resolved for him. The envoy didn't know that the matter was so serious, he just did what everyone was doing. Ma Wu didn't say much, only 2 words, beheaded. The internal problems were resolved, and Zhen Wuxi dispatched overnight to control the entire Da gang. Because there are not enough manpower. Su Yang, Yi Zhong and other 8 examiners also failed to rest and followed suit. In order, Da gang has those who have changed, detained, rebels, abolished and awaiting interrogation, recalcitrants, killed without mercy. That night, Zhao Da, the majestic leader of the Da gang in Yang City, stand obediently in front of Ma Wu like a grandson. Did not dare to say more than half a sentence. All those who had a good relationship with Zhongbao were arrested and interrogated overnight. The place where they lived was also investigated overnight. In just one night, 6 evil cultivators of the blood refining sect were detected again, but none of them were very strong, 2 of them were 7th rank, and 4 were of 8th rank. Su Yong noticed for a moment that these people have a level of sin on their heads. The 7th grade is LV7 and LV6, and the 4 8th grades are all LV3. Before dawn, the sound of horseshoes came from outside Yong City. 3,000 cavalry from the Wind Wolf army came overnight to take over Yong City. Also came along with the commander of Tianfeng County town Wuxi, as well as some experts who specialize in reconnaissance. After this step, Su Yang and others can finally rest. With Su Yang's mortal body, working all night is really tiring. But he was thinking about how to get the heads of the 6 evil cultivators of the blood refining sect. Before Su Yang could open his mouth, a military soldier came to summon him, and Commander Ma wanted to see him. Su Yang went happily, just in time to take the opportunity to ask for 6 heads. Came to the Da Gang lobby, this time was completely different from the last time. Zhao Da stood obediently in the lobby, while Ma Wu sat at the main seat. Ma Wu with a stern face squeezed out a stiff smile when he saw Su Yang coming, which looked weird for a person who didn't smile all the year round, but suddenly wanted to smile and seemed kinder. Su Yang, this time I found that the evil cultivator of the blood refining sect has made great achievements. I will ask the head of the inspection department to ask for your credit. In addition, I see that you seem to want to kill the evil cultivators of the blood refining sect. How about you come and kill these 6 people? Ma Wu didn't know the reason, but Su Yang's thoughts were not concealed, and he could see it. In this case, it is better to give a favor. Su Yang was overjoyed, didn't a good thing come to his door? Thank you, my lord. I really hate this group of monks. They regard people as pills. When I heard about them, I wanted to kill them all. However, this is not purely for venting anger. The exercises I practice are quite special. The cultivators who kill evil will understand their original intentions and progress faster. Su Yang said what he had thought up long ago. Ma Wu nodded secretly, that's right, but it couldn't change Su Yang's righteousness. Daxia needs such an upright person, this is the backbone of Daxia. Chapter 31 The sky does not see the sun, I open it with a sword. Open black lens bracket will of all beings plus 25 close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Tianqian sword close black lens bracket. Sword intent. LV18 12 18 thousandths. Sword move. Starfire, LV15. Will of all beings, 37. After beheading 6 evil cultivators of the blood refining sect, the will of all beings in Su Yang's hands came to 37 strands. After this trip, the harvest is not small. With the will of all living beings, Su Yang tried to forge a sword move that could temper his body. He got a response. After the sword intent is upgraded to LV30, the will of all beings can be used to create body-hardening sword moves. That is to say, it is enough to keep 30 strands of the will of sentient beings. There are many wills of sentient beings, and he can also use them to create some special sword moves. After beheading 6 evil cultivators of the blood refining sect, Su Yang can finally return to Junwu Division to rest. Naturally, he doesn't need to worry about the next thing. In the blink of an eye, it was the second day. By 9 o'clock in the morning, Ma Wu sent someone to inform him that their assessment had ended and they could report back to the county inspection department. Because the matter in Yong City is not over yet, Ma Wu needs to stay here, but he has already written to the head of the inspection department to reassure him of the specific situation. After Su Yang found out, he tidied up and prepared to leave. Just walking to the door, a familiar voice and a familiar figure appeared. Brother Su, good morning. Yi Zhang waited at the gate with a smile. Brother Yi, this assessment is over, so what's the point? Su Yang was a little helpless, and he was not a beautiful woman, so he kept pestering him like something, and those who didn't know thought he was better than Long Yang. Brother Su's words are wrong, it's like I'm using you. Yi Zhang said displeased. I treat Brother Su as a friend. That's Su's fault. Let's go, Brother Yi, and go back to the county. Su Yang thinks about it too. In life, you must have some friends. Since the other party takes the initiative to make friends and is not a heinous person, he doesn't have to be too vigilant. Haha. Let's go. The two mounted their horses and rushed to the county town. In less than 2 hours, he returned to the county. After returning to the county, they also went to the inspection department to report immediately. After they arrived, they were asked to go to the examination room to assemble if there were soldiers, and the rest of the examiners had already returned. This is also normal. Among all the people, Su Yong is the slowest. Others will not wait for Su Yong like Yi Zhang, so they will arrive first. Wait a moment, everyone, I'm going to inform the chief inspector. The official informed and left in a hurry. Everyone waited in the examination room, and the atmosphere was silent. The most relaxed people in the field are Su Yong and Yi Zhang. The more Sun Tianpeng looked at Yi Zhang in the arena, the more annoyed he became. He already knew what had happened, and seeing Yi Yang's complacent look, he couldn't help but said, "What are you proud of? But it's just a dog's leg who took advantage of it." Yi Zhang said slowly, "My own brain is not good enough, but I have to think that others are not good enough. People who are not good at this just don't want to admit that they are not good enough." "You think so, brother Su?" Su Yong kept silent. He didn't know the relationship between these two guys, but they should be familiar. "It's a bit of an enemy." Sun Tianpeng said angrily. "Say I can't do it. Then do you dare to compete with me? I will beat the asterisk 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 out of it. You still don't believe me if you say you're not smart enough." Yi Zhang said slowly, "Did I say you're not good at force? Brother Sun, how are you different from a bull? We all know how to maximize strengths and avoid weaknesses, but you want me to use shortness to attack strengths. Do you think I have the same brain as you?" Yi Zhang was not afraid of the opponent at all. Although Sun Tianpeng had a hot temper, there was one thing that Sun Tianpeng was not good at, so he couldn't do anything to him. "Huh, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Some people just don't want to admit that they can't do it." Sun Tianpeng also learned to be smart, and refuted him with Yi Yang's words, and then kept silent. He is not good at expressing his words, so it is better to say less. I thought to myself, don't give me a chance, or I will beat you up. Sun Tianpeng gave Yi Zhang a hard look, then turned his head. Yi Zhang wanted to say something else, when footsteps came from outside. When and others appeared in front of everyone restrained their minds and showed respect. The other party was wearing the costume of the chief inspector. Su Yang's eyes widened when he saw this person, Han Chu. That's right, this person is Han Chu who had communicated with Su Yang during the registration assessment. When Su Yang was shocked, he obviously saw that the corners of Han Chu's mouth rose slightly, and he was obviously satisfied to see him shocked. Old man Han Chu, the current chief inspector, I already know about the assessment. Su Yang and Yi Zhang have done a good job and can be used by the quartet. The 6 of you need to reassess, this time it will be simpler. For the test of force, the strong will stay. If you want to be an envoy of the quartet, you must not have enough force. Sometimes the best thing to say is your fist. Do you have any comments? Han Chu scanned the crowd. No. The 6 shook their heads, this assessment is considered fair. Well, if that's the case, let's go to the martial arts field. Han Chu made a decision. Then everyone came to the martial arts arena. Fighting in groups of 3, a total of 4 duels. In just half an hour, the competition was over. The people who stayed were Sun Tianpeng and Ding Ziwu. Sun Tianpeng had 2 fights, this guy is quite good. Ben was suffocated, and he solved the 2 competitions with 3 or 2 moves. Of course, for Su Yang, it is still a matter of 1 sword. Ding Ziwu's strength is not crushing, but he wins because of his good combat experience and good agility, and he won the victory very easily. There is no dispute that the 2 were elected as the quartet envoys. This assessment is over. From now on, the 4 of you will be the inspection department and the envoys of the quartet. Su Yang, Yi Zhang took the main credit in the assessment. In addition, he also discovered the evil cultivator of the blood refining sect hidden in Yang City. Su Yang, reward 30,000 merit points and a 3rd rank treasure house order. Yi Zhang, reward 6,000 merit points and a 3rd rank treasure house order. Thank you, my lord. Su Yang and Yi Zhang thanked each other. When Han Chu announced the reward, Sun Tianpeng, Yi Zhang, and Ding Ziwu were all shocked. Ding Ziwu aside, Sun Tianpeng and Yi Zhang obviously have extraordinary family backgrounds, but they are still surprised, enough to know how rich this reward is. So Su Yang didn't feel much, just thinking, it's good to have a reward, at least it's not a compliment or 2. Han Chu continued. Next, you need to be responsible for monitoring the actions of the Wuxi of Tianfeng County Township, corruption and bribery, and even pampering and inaction. Tianfeng County manages 16 cities, and one of you supervises 4 cities. You can explain where you want to manage. The first task I give you is to lead people to supervise the Wuxi of the 4 towns, deal with all the accumulated cases, and resolve all public grievances. If there is anything you can't solve, you can tell me. But it must be completely resolved, understand? Clear. The next step is to divide the cities, because the 3 of them are all from the county, so they don't care which cities they manage. But Su Yong was different, so he chose Pingshan City, Wangshen City, Linjiang City, and Kaiyang City. After the selection was completed, a vision appeared in Su Yang's eyes. Open black lens bracket Tianshan sword close black lens bracket. Sword intent. LV10 12/18 thousandths. Sword move. Starfire, LV18. Will of all beings, 34. Coverage. Pingshan City, Wangshen City, Linjiang City, Kaiyang City. Panel has a new change as one of them. The second is the sky. At this time, he was in the county town, but he could feel a thick layer of white air above the 4 cities. The sky over the 4 cities will not see the sun. This is Su Yang's perspective, but he understands that it means that many people are in a sea of suffering and have nowhere to redress their grievances. Su Yang looked at the sky, his gaze was firm. Everyone in the world says that a sword is hard and easy to break. I don't believe it, I want to try. I have a sword, which should open the sky for all living beings. Chapter 32 3 Medicinal Bath Recipes. After Han Chu announced everything, the Quartet Envoy assessment was completely over. But the inspection department is temporarily unable to operate normally. Because of the next level of supervision, the assessment is not over yet. Before the assessment of the inspectors is over, they can move freely. In the future, Su Yang and others will need to live in the inspection department, the 4 envoys will each have a large courtyard, and even the supervisory envoy will have a small courtyard. Su Yang then also learned about the salary of the Sifeng envoy and the benefits of this status. Open black lens bracket salary of quartet envoys close black lens bracket. 1. 1000 taels of silver per month. 2. 100 merit points per month. 3. 1/3 rank treasure house order every year. Rights. 1. You can mobilize all the military commanders in Tianfeng County. 2. You can directly remove the commanders of the towns outside the county. 3. You can lead 10 supervisors. Salary. Su Yang also learned about it. This merit point is very precious. If 1 point is converted into silver, it is 100 taels. The most important thing is that he can exchange the items on the Junwu Division's resource roster. Even if it is the things on the resource roster, many of them are difficult to obtain from the outside world. After all, Junwusi is backed by the entire Great Shah, and has more resources than any other force. Treasure House Order, that is even more precious. Some treasures with extremely precious qualities and special effects, which are difficult to obtain, will be placed in the treasure house. Advanced skills, secret recipes, elixir, weapons and other good things will also be placed in the treasure house. Those who hold the treasure house order can take one directly. In Su Yang's hand is a 3rd rank treasure house order. If sold, it will be worth hundreds of thousands of merit points. It shows from the side how precious this 3rd rank treasure house order is. After understanding the preciousness of this upper 3rd rank treasure house, the first thing Su Yang thinks of is to find a medicinal bath recipe that can quench the body unconditionally. If there is no unconditional body tempering medicinal bath prescription, then I am too sorry for the word Junwusi treasure house. Holding the token, Su Yang went directly to Junwusi's treasury. The one who guards the treasure house is an old man, lying leisurely on a chair. He doesn't look imposing, but he has the meaning of returning to basics. Su Yang would not think that there would be some weak old man guarding the door of the treasure house. Normal people know that those who guard the treasure must be the strongest group. I'm in Su Yang, I've met seniors, and I'm here to get the 3rd grade treasure. Su Yang bowed and saluted, took out the token and handed it up. The old man got up and glanced at Su Yang, but the originally calm eyes became more and more puzzled. Go in, the 3rd floor, you can only take one. Thank you, senior. Su Yang saluted again, and then entered the treasure house. Waiting for Su Yang to go away, the old man couldn't help saying, Strange boy, you can't see through, you are really old. After a few words of emotion, the old man lay down again. I'm getting old, I don't have any hobbies, I've been busy all my life, and I have to rest at the end. After Su Yong entered the treasure house, he also went directly to the third floor. As soon as he entered, he saw a dazzling array of precious treasures. Just placed in the room like this, you can see the complete appearance, and also have functional analysis. Gongfa, elixir, panacea, prescription. Every kind of thing will have an area. Su Yong came directly to the prescription area. Look one by one in the prescription area. At first Su Yong was a little disappointed. Many prescriptions that can enhance strength need to be paired with body training exercises, and you need to devote yourself to body training, and then assist with medicinal liquid. He doesn't need these things. Fortunately, the treasure house of Wuxi in this town is worthy of being called the treasure house of Little Great Shah, and soon he discovered several medicinal bath recipes. Open black lens bracket 5 poisons body quenching medicinal bath recipe close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket King Kong treasure body medicinal bath recipe close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Bailing satin medicinal bath recipe close black lens bracket. 3 kinds of medicated bath prescriptions, the grades are 3rd grade, 2nd grade, and 1st grade. Different grades have different medicinal effects, but the difficulty of collecting medicinal materials is also different. It is easier to collect medicinal materials for the 5 poison quenching medicinal bath recipe. Take the venom of the 5 poisons. The 5 poisons must be monsters of the 5th rank or above. The Vajra treasure body medicinal bath recipe is a bit more difficult, requiring a lot of precious 3rd grade elixir, plus 1 2nd grade earth heart liquid. Bailing satin body medicated bath recipe is the most difficult, requiring hundreds of elixir to neutralize, ranging from 9th grade elixir to 1st grade elixir. In addition to the difficulty of collecting elixir, refining this medicated bath recipe is also very difficult, will fail. 3 medicated bath prescriptions, there is no doubt that Bailing satin body medicated bath prescription is the most precious. But Su Yong has to consider a practicality. How long will it take for him to collect enough materials for a prescription after getting the prescription? And there are restrictions on the use of these prescriptions. Because these medicated bath recipes are too full of energy, for people without any cultivation base, overdosing is poison, forcibly mending life and death. Open black lens bracket 5 poisons quenching body medicinal bath recipe close black lens bracket using the minimum requirements of external refining 8 products. Open black lens bracket King Kong treasure body medicinal bath recipe close black lens bracket using the minimum required 6 products of external refining. Open black lens bracket by Ling satin medicinal bath recipe close black lens bracket using the minimum requirements of 4 external refining products. After understanding it clearly, Su Yong also understood that he has no choice now, or the 5 poison quenching body medicinal bath recipe is his best choice. Externally refining the 8th grade, when he condenses the body hardening sword move, he will be able to achieve it soon. In this process, you can first collect resources for making medicinal baths. As for the other 2 medicated bath recipes, they are placed in Junwuxi's treasury, and he will exchange them when he needs them. Now he can get the permission to come in, so why not in the future? After thinking about it, Su Yong also settled down, and reached out to take the 5 poison body quenching medicinal bath prescription. When he reached out, he clearly felt that a layer of air mask was broken by him. Every treasure here is wrapped in a gas mask. If the people who come in take more, the guards outside will know immediately. What will be the consequences? Su Yong doesn't want to know for the time being. Of course, what Su Yong took away was a copy that had been transcribed a long time ago, and he will add it when he leaves. Get out of the treasure house. Senior, I will take this. Let's go. The old man waved his hand, signaling Su Yong to leave. Su Yong turned and left, and soon returned to the inspection department's own compound. This prescription is temporarily unavailable, so it is first received in the storage ring. At the same time, he also began to carefully examine the contents of the storage ring. I've been busy before, and I just glanced at it briefly. Su Yong has already handed in some of the items in the robbery, but Su Yong will not hand in some of the items that belong to him. Open black lens bracket. King Kong puppet refining technique. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Successful success in mountains and rivers. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Spiritual root test stone. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Vajra body. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Mysterious yellow mother or close black lens bracket. There are many miscellaneous things in the storage ring, including many ores, which should be the puppet refining materials prepared by Hai Wuya. In addition, these three things should be more precious. The Vajra puppet refining technique is a book of first-rank spells. With enough materials, it can be refined into first-rank puppets. Mountains and Rivers Achievement. Kung Fu is a practice method that absorbs the spirit of mountains and rivers to practice. The bigger, more beautiful, and more famous mountains are cultivated, the faster the cultivation speed will be. This is a book of foundation building exercises, one of cultivating immortals, and above the first rank is foundation building. The spiritual root test stone is used to test the spiritual root. Just drop a drop of blood on it and it will be clear. Vajra body, 3rd grade external skills, used for external training. Yuanwang mother mine, Su Yang also understands the role of it, absorbing black iron, giving birth to Xuanwang gas, which can make advanced puppets. After sorting out all the harvest, Su Yang planned to prepare for the next step. He will live in the county town in the future. Then some things in Pingshan City must be properly arranged. Before the inspection department officially operates, he needs to return to Pingshan City. Chapter 33 Layout, Cause and Effect. Inspection Department. After tidying up, Su Yang planned to set off back to Pingshan City. Just as he was about to leave, Yi Zhong found him. Brother Su, do you want to celebrate tonight? No, I need to go back. Since I want to settle down in the county, I have to make some arrangements. Su Yang refused. Oh. Yi Zhong nodded and said, okay, since Brother Su has something to do, then I won't bother. This time Yi Zhong didn't pester him anymore. He is a sensible person, sometimes he can be entangled, but sometimes he cannot be overly entangled. That can't increase favorability, it will only make people disgusted for no reason. Su Yang then rode Qingfeng horse and quickly returned to Pingshan City. The whole thing from his arrival to his departure took less than 3 days. The sun sets. Su Yang hurried back to the official road of Pingshan City in the afterglow of the setting sun, and the city gate was not far ahead. This period of time is the time when the people who go out to work in agriculture carry farm tools and drive the cattle back. When the people saw Qingfengma, they just thought it was an official who came and didn't care. When they saw the man on horseback, their exhausted faces were swept away after a day of hard work, and they were filled with smiles from the bottom of their hearts. Kaoman has met Mr. Su. Master Su, this is a wild fruit I picked on the mountain, you can try it. No, thank you everyone, it's getting late, everyone go back to the city as soon as possible. These people are very enthusiastic, the kind of enthusiasm from the heart. A little wild fruit is nothing to Su Yang. But for these peasants, it is also considered a precious thing. They are reluctant to eat it, and they are still holding it in their hands at this time. If they want to sell it, they want to take it back to satisfy their children. How could Su Yang accept it? He didn't like being the focus either, so he rode away. After he left, the people on the road were not quiet, they all started talking excitedly, and they all talked about Su Yang's kindness. Chunfeng Street, Chunfeng Hall. Subordinate Zhang Hu, welcome your lord back. Welcome back, my lord. When Su Yang returned to Chunfeng Hall, what he saw was Zhang Hu and other soldiers whose temperament had completely changed. Before, these military soldiers were very lazy, it doesn't matter, I have no hope of messing around here anyway. Now, their spirits have completely transformed, they have a certain firm belief, and they are firmly implementing it. This kind of belief cannot be said to be great or lofty. Maybe it's just what they want to do. I want to improve my strength, maintain law and order, and protect the people. I have to say that this group of soldiers is really good. Maybe not everyone among them is stunned, they might be like this because Su Yang gave them more resources and better treatment. But so what? As long as they do practical things, what happens to the benefits they deserve? Su Yang is not a master of brainwashing and drawing cakes, so he will make his subordinates work hard with a few words, and in the end they will not get any benefits. Very good, Zhang-hu, have you already broken through to the 8th rank? Su Yang swept his sword intent, knowing the strength of everyone in the courtyard. All have improved very well, and the resources he wanted to come were not in vain. Zhang-hu broke through the 8th rank and reached the 7th rank, which is more beneficial to his subsequent arrangements. Yes, sir. Zhang-hu responded. Very good, you can become a regular. Su Yang smiled. My lord. Zhang-hu was puzzled, and before he could speak, Su Yang continued. I went to the county this time to participate in the inspection department's assessment, and now I have passed the assessment. In the future, I will serve as the quartet envoy of the inspection department, and take charge of the 4 towns and military divisions under the jurisdiction of the county. From now on, I will still be your boss, but I will not directly control you. I will propose to Commander Zhang later to appoint Zhang-hu as the Spring Breeze Hall and the new envoy. Su Yang slowly told the truth. Even if the military soldiers don't understand what the inspection department is, they still understand the 4 words in charge of the 4 cities. Congratulations on your promotion. All the soldiers shouted again. Su Yang waved his hand. Go to practice, Zhang-hu will follow me. The crowd dispersed, while Zhang-hu followed Su Yang into the inner courtyard. Su Yang sat on the main seat and took out a stone first. Come here, squeeze out a drop of blood from your fingertips and drip it on the stone. Zhang-hu stepped forward, bit his fingertips without hesitation, and after a drop of blood flowed out, he sealed the wound with energy. Blood dripped on the stone, and a khaki-yellow light rose, which quickly reached the height of 2 fingers. Yes, there are spiritual roots, and they are medium-grade earth-type spiritual roots. Su Yang is very satisfied with this. Zhang-hu was a little shocked when he heard that his pupils dilated. Spiritual roots. Isn't that what only immortal cultivators have? He also has. Su Yang took out 3 exercises and handed them to Zhang-hu. You take these 3 exercises and this spiritual root test stone. The cultivation of Taoism in mountains and rivers is the method of cultivating immortals, which directly reaches the establishment of foundations. The Vajra puppet refining technique, if you can learn it, and it will bring you good help. The last book. It's the external exercise method, the Vajra body, which is the 3rd rank external exercise. Study hard, if there are talents worth cultivating, you can also bestow them, don't let me down. Copying a copy of these martial arts exercises to Zhang-hu did not cause any loss to Su Yang. So far, Zhang-hu is a person worth cultivating. Investing now, if he can grow up, he will also have a capable subordinate in the future. Just plant a seed casually. Zhang-hu's eyes gradually changed from confusion to burning. Knelt down on one knee and took over the 3 exercises. Thank you, my lord. In the future, I will go through fire and water for adults. Cultivate hard, you are not strong enough to go through fire and water. Su Yang said with a smile, and then let Zhang-hu go down. Zhang-hu left with excitement. Su Yang was not idle either. Chunfengtang has finished making arrangements, so it's time to go to Huichuntang. The sky is not completely dark yet. Su Yang came to Huichun Hall from the corner of his eye. The moment Su Yang entered, Lu Yuro, who was standing in front of the counter, saw him. Master Su, are you back? Lu Yuro greeted, and Su Yang had told her before when she left. Well, this time, I'm here to say goodbye to you too. Su Yang said, and then briefly explained what happened in the past few days. Congratulations, Lord Su, for your promotion. Lu Yuro said sincerely, and then said, Master Su, don't you need this spiritual body medicinal bath? This medicated bath recipe has little effect on me, so I don't need it for the time being. Su Yang thought for a while and said, Master Su, if you still want to temper your body, I still have a 9th grade medicinal bath recipe, which can help Master Su. There was a trace of determination in Lu Yuro's eyes. If it is said that at the beginning, because Su Yang solved Li Ming and saved her and Grandpa from being oppressed, she had a slight liking for Su Yangsheng. Now, after a period of understanding and what Su Yang has done during this period of time, she has firmly established this favor in her heart. This kind of goodwill doesn't matter whether you like it or not, it's just that sometimes you want to help the other party, that's all. Oh. Su Yang was pleasantly surprised. I need it, I wonder what medicinal bath prescription it is. This medicated bath recipe is called boiling blood medicinal bath recipe. Because it is a family tradition, I can't give you the prescription directly. As long as Mr. Su provides the materials, my grandfather and I will help you refine it. This medicinal bath recipe can be refined in advance, and just pour it into water when using it. Lu Yuro said carefully. Her herbal medicine bath recipe can improve a person's physique to rank 9. But it can only be promoted to the 9th rank. Her father gained strength with the help of medicinal bathing recipes. He didn't inherit his grandfather's medical skills, so he went out for a living and died. She didn't soak in the medicated bath, and grandpa didn't want her to soak in the medicated bath either. Su Yong has nothing to do, but he also secretly said in his heart, if you plant melons, you will reap melons. If there is an effect, there must be a cause. Although Lu Yuro didn't understand why Lu Yuro did this, it was probably because of what he did in Pingshan City. Brothers, don't you have investment opportunities? The number of investors is a bit small. Chapter 34 The Supervisory Envoy Examination ends. Su Yong left from Huichun Hall. He has already obtained the list of ingredients needed for the boiling blood medicinal bath recipe. The main medicine has 2 flavors, the 9th grade blood spirit grass, the 9th grade monster blood, and the other secondary medicines are not precious. Of course, these 2 main ingredients are not too precious to Su Yong. Su Yong then went to Junwu Division to find Zhang Ziwu. Zhenwu Si, in charge of the living room of the compound. Congratulations, Mr. Su, for his promotion. Zhang Ziwu had a complicated look on his face. He had just become his subordinate for less than 2 months. Now he has become his boss in a blink of an eye. How can he not be complicated? Commander Zhang, how about Zhang Hu taking the position of envoy of the Spring Breeze Hall? Su Yong sat in the main seat and spoke without any cover. It's up to adults to decide. Zhang Ziwu has no right to refuse. Yes. Su Yong continued. I still need 10 copies of the things recorded on this list. 10 parts of medicinal materials, because after 10 parts of medicinal bath, this thing loses its effect. The user's physical body can also break through the 9th rank. Zhang Ziwu glanced at it and agreed. I'll let someone pick it up. Well, how many merit points do you need? You don't need to worry about this merit point, I will do it. Sometimes, when you become stronger, some things that were out of your reach when you were weak will automatically come to your door. Soon the resources of the 10 boiling blood medicinal bath recipes were brought up and packed in a large box. I'll take this. Su Yong didn't refuse Zhang Ziwu's overtures. You don't have to use connections, but you can't. Even if the other party is a small person compared with you. A network of contacts is a pyramid, with some at the top and some at the bottom. The more stable the bottom cornerstone is, the higher the top can be. Su Yong didn't promise anything, just said that he accepted this thing. Zhang Ziwu obviously lost something, but he still sent Su Yong away respectfully with a smile on his face. This smile is not fake. If Su Yong didn't accept him, he might not be as happy as he is now. This trip went well. Su Yong returned to Huichun Hall with the things and handed them over to Lu Yuro. Master Su, so fast. Lu Yuro was a little surprised. She just left for a while, and she got it all together. Yeah, I got it from Junwu Si. Su Yong was speechless. Sure enough, the world's writing is innocent. That's true. Lu Yuro understood. However, Mr. Su, these medicinal materials may take 3 days to refine, and you can pick them up after 3 days. Okay. Su Yong simply nodded, and then took out a 1,000-tael silver bill and placed it on the counter. This is the medicine money, don't refuse, otherwise I won't come to pick up the medicine. Su Yong is also paid according to the market price, maybe a little more, but not too much. This is the value of the elixir, the value of the other party's refining. Compared with the elixir and alchemy, the medicinal materials are nothing at all. Seeing Su Yang's firm attitude, Lu Yuro didn't refuse, and accepted the money with a smile. Master Su is generous, so I will thank you on behalf of the people of Pingshan City. What for? My grandfather will always treat some people who look down on the disease, but medicinal materials also require costs. With the money of your lord, we can treat many people. Lu Yuro naturally told the truth, their grandfather and grandson did this, so why not say it? After hearing the words, Su Yong took out a 10,000-tael banknote, and respectfully said, Dr. Lu is a benevolent doctor, and he must not be forced by money. I am honored by the people as a parent official, and I should do my part. As a doctor, he should be like this, and he should also respect it. Lu Yuro's eyes were shining brightly. Master Su is very kind. After arranging everything that should be arranged, Su Yong returned to the inner courtyard of Chunfengtang. It's getting late, it's time to rest. Second day. Su Yong packed up some things he needed and set off to leave. There is a storage ring, so it is very convenient to bring what you need. It was already noon when we returned to the county. After finishing everything, Su Yong started to swing his sword without saying a word. Since Johnny LV30 can create body-hardened sword moves, it must be improved quickly. Every time the sword intent is raised by one level, the proficiency will increase by 1000 on the basis of the previous level. Based on the fact that he can swing 10,000 swords a day, it will take some time to get to LV30. About 1 month. If after 3 days you get the boiled blood medicinal bath powder and improve your physique, this time can be shortened. After soaking in Bushui medicinal bath powder for 10 days, his physical strength will be raised to the 9th grade of external refining. When in a sudden, the strength of the body increases, the time for swinging the sword can be extended, and the speed will also increase. 3 days passed in a blink of an eye. In the past few days, Su Yong has been waving his sword in his compound. His sword intent has reached more than half of LV19. Before, the range covered by his sword intent was 100 meters, but now it is a full 300 meters. Yi Zhong came several times and was very puzzled when he saw Su Yang's actions. At first it was just chatting, but the last time Yi Zhong brought a piece of news. A third-rank evil cultivator appeared in Yang City. Ma Wu was injured, and the other party suspected that he had taken something away. But after this situation appeared, the situation in Tianfeng County became more tense. The area around Yang City was turned upside down. But after this time, no trace of the blood cultivator was found. Tianfeng County is temporarily in a strange atmosphere of tension and stability. Su Yong doesn't have much opinion on this, strength is everything. After feeling the emergence of higher-end combat power, Su Yong just wants to improve the level of sword intent as soon as possible. When the time comes, no matter what third-grade evil cultivators you are, or the Grand Master evil cultivators, you will all be killed with one sword. 3 days passed, Su Yong returned to Pingshan City according to the agreement, and took the boiling blood medicine bath powder. This time he didn't stay in Pingshan City, he rode on the red blood horse assigned by the inspector, and returned to the county town within an hour. That night, Su Yong took out the wooden barrel, put boiling water in it, and poured it into a large bowl of medicine packs. Wait for a while, the water in the barrel turned red, and the hot breath filled the air, like a crater. Su Yong took off his clothes and entered without hesitation. As soon as he entered, the extremely hot medicine made him grin his teeth uncontrollably. Hot. Too hot. The whole body is soaked in boiling water, the epidermis is being burned, and even the flesh of the whole body is being burned. Even if Su Yang's physique has been strengthened, he can't bear it for a while. Fortunately, the next moment was a warm and refreshing feeling. The enhancement of physique is the process of destruction and repair. After I endured it, there will be no major problems in the future. After half an hour, the medicine has no effect. Su Yong got up from the wooden barrel, and after a little movement, his bones exploded. With a bit of outrageous momentum. Now his physique is very close to rank 9. Su Yong reckoned that if he soaked in the medicated bath once or twice, he would become the 9th grade of foreign refining. Su Yong is quite satisfied, but unfortunately, this medicinal bath can only be soaked once a day, and it takes time for the body to recover. On the second day, Su Yong was wielding his sword in the courtyard, when a soldier came to report that the supervisory envoy assessment had ended yesterday. Immediately gather at the martial arts arena, plan the manpower, and at the same time, the inspection department will officially operate. By the time Su Yong went to the martial arts field, the place was already crowded with people. At a glance, there are only 28 people, but they are all 5th rank cultivation. This level of cultivation is enough to dominate in some small cities, such as Pingshan City. After greeting Yi Zhong, Su Yong was also waiting in front. Su Yong, Yi Zhong, Ding Ziwu, Sun Tianpeng have arrived. Han Chu glanced around, confirmed that everyone was here, and then spoke. Next, 20 of you need to be assigned to the quartet envoy, and the other 8 are to be determined in the inspection department. I think you all know the purpose of the establishment of the inspection department. Simply put, investigate all injustices. We can handle cases that the Junwu division can handle. We can handle cases that Gen Wuxi can't handle. We have a lot of power, which can be called the sword of the local emperor. But we also have a lot to do. Everyone here, I don't want to see you bow your head to desire and greed. I don't want my knife to fall on your heads one day. In the end, Han Chu changed from being kind in the past, and his body was full of blood and iron, and he didn't know how many lives were contaminated. Under the impact of such momentum, Su Yong and others were easy to say, and all the 5th rank inspectors turned pale. Chapter 35 gives you half a month time. Martial Arts Arena. After Han Chu's speech, he began to divide people. As the envoy of the quartet, Su Yong was assigned to 5 people. His position authority can manage 10 people, but that is just a rule. Everything still depends on the actual situation, and more importantly, he needs to obey Han Chu's arrangement. 5 people are enough. With the supervisor in place, the inspection department is on the right track. The first thing Su Yong did when he officially took office was to ask his subordinates to notify the commanders of the 4 towns of Pingshan City, Wangshen City, Linjiang City, and Kaiyang City to come to see him. The smog over the 4 cities should also dissipate. The strength gap of the next level counties of this kind of county is very large, and the size of each county is also very different. Among the 4 cities under Su Yang's jurisdiction, Pingshan City is the weakest. The strongest is Kaiyang City, and the commander of Junwusi is a 4th rank strong man. If he goes one step further, he can be regarded as a strong man in the entire Tianfang County. Pingshan City has a maximum population of about 30,000 people, and this Kaiyang City has 100,000 people. Before when Su Yong took over the 4 cities, he saw the smog over the 4 cities. There are 6 more tasks on hand. 3 are in Kaiyang City, 2 are in Linjiang City, and 1 is in Wangshen City. As for Pingshan City, it has been solved by Su Yong, so there is no mission. The 4 letters left the county town, rushed to the 4 directions, and soon reached the hands of the commanders of the 4 towns. After receiving the letter, they didn't do anything wrong, packed up and rushed towards the county. Su Yang's new official took office, and the inspection department has just been established. Is used to control Gen Wuxi. At this time, if these people dare to confront the inspection department in the open, then their position will come to an end. It's a very simple truth. They have been in high positions for many years, and they will not fail to understand. Not to think too highly of oneself, to go back to Suyang. Too busy, not to go. The commanders of the 4 cities entered the city one by one and came to the inspection department to wait. After everyone arrived, Su Yong put away his sword and walked out of the courtyard. In the hall, the 4 people choose seats according to their positions. The commander of the Wuxi of Kaiyang Township sat closest to the main seat, followed by Linjiang City, Wangshen City, and finally Zhang Ziwu of Pingshan City. After Su Yong came in, 3 of them didn't get up and didn't respond. Only Zhang Ziwu stood up to greet him. Meet the adults. The other 3 people were surprised. Such a young person is the quartet envoy. Is their boss. Meet the adults. Although I have doubts in my heart, this is not the time to think about it. Su Yong unceremoniously sat on the main seat. His eyes were like fire. I am very happy that everyone can come so quickly. Several people have already sat down, except for Zhang Ziwu. The other 3 are looking at Su Yong carefully. Want to know which descendant this is? It's a pity that they are doomed to no results. I invited you here. Apart from meeting you, I also have some things I want to clarify with you. Su Yong paused and continued. Don't say that I didn't give you a chance. As soon as Su Yong finished speaking, the scene was extremely quiet. Among the 4 of them, except for Zhang Ziwu, the hearts of the other 3 sank, with some bad premonitions. The establishment of the inspection department must be more clear to you than me. I'll give you half a month to deal with the backlog of cases in your management area. If you can't deal with it, you can explain the reason to me. The Junwu division is the foundation of Daxia, the people can rely on it, and it is the only institution they can rely on. I hope you understand your responsibilities. So, do you have any questions? The scene was silent for a moment. I will remember the words of your lord. But if you deal with all the cases according to the adults, what about the deep-rooted big families involved? Where are the court officials involved in the martial arts sect? The commander of the Wuxi in Wangshen Township, Zhang Beishan, expressed his worries. Catch those who should be arrested, and those who should be investigated. Those who resist arrest with force can be killed first and then played. If you feel that you have concerns, it is difficult to do it, you are afraid of being liquidated, or you are not strong enough, then I will come. I want to see what kind of big family it is, what kind of martial arts sect, what kind of official it is. Su Yong was not afraid at all, and said every word, his sword, but wanted to see how tough the oppressors are. Okay. If an adult says this, I will respect him. Zhang Beishan's eyes lit up. Where are you guys? Su Yong was very satisfied, his eyes softened a little, and then he looked at the other three. Obey your lord's orders. No matter what the three of them thought, they all obeyed at this time. After speaking briefly with the four of them, he let them leave. Zhang Ziwu did not leave directly. After the three of them walked away, he took the initiative to say, My lord, I'm afraid this move is a bit inappropriate. Why? Su Yong frowned, and he also handled it in a way he thought was better. Sometimes, the fastest way to solve a case of injustice is to solve the person who complained. Zhang Ziwu said something that sent chills down Su Yang's spine. Yes, it is faster to solve a person who complains than to solve a case. The case needs to be investigated, and some unofficial families or people may be involved. Wouldn't even the people from Zhenwuxi be involved in some unjust cases? A case that was not resolved quickly either could not be investigated or involved a lot. It is very troublesome to solve, or even impossible to solve. It is too simple to solve the people who complained. With a clear goal, clear information, and clear price, what needs to be done is to silently let the people who complained of injustice disappear. I understand, I will be watched. After Su Yong reacted, he was also a little scared. My lord, I'll go back first. Zhang Ziwu got up and left. In the living room, Su Yong was left alone. After a while, 5 inspectors under Su Yong arrived. Zhao Jin, Sun Cheng, Zhou Huo, Ji Yu Tingan, Lei Zi. The 5 people are all 5th rank cultivation bases. Zhao Jin, Sun Cheng, the 2 of you are in a team, and keep an eye on Kaiyang Town Wuxi. Zhou Huo, Ji Yu Tingan, the 2 of you are in a team and stare at Wuxi in Linjiang Town. Lei Zi, work harder, 1 person and 1 team, staring at Wangshen Town Wuxi. Just go and stare at them, don't let them mess around. On the surface, I said to help. Clear. Go. Su Yong didn't let them stare in the dark. If something happens, what's the use of stopping it before liquidating it afterwards? There are inspectors watching in the open, at least they won't be too messy. Of course, these are just precautions. Prevent those who are colluding in the Junwu division, in order to be innocent, start to deal with some of their own stains. Maybe there is no such person in Junwu division. Su Yong thought of this, but he laughed. Practice sword, practice sword, practice. If the world is shrouded in light, then I will enjoy the sunshine. If the world is covered by darkness, then smash the darkness. Of course he doesn't think he can smash all the darkness in the world. But it is always possible to smash the darkness in front of my eyes and make myself more comfortable. In the compound, Su Yang's sword waving sounded again. Chapter 36 Linjiang City, Snake Gate. Wangshen City, Linjiang City, Kaiyang City. The military commander of the 3 towns was at the gate of the city, and when he was about to leave, Luo Hongsheng took the initiative to speak. Everyone, what do you think of the quartet? Very young. Zhang Beishan smiled. I have to go back to deal with business, so I won't talk to you too. After finishing speaking, Zhang Beishan cupped his fists and left. Luo Hongsheng was a little displeased, and looked at the commander of Linjiang City, Qin Lei again. Now that the inspection department has just been established, it's better to regulate it. Qin Lei understood that there was something in Luo Hongsheng's words. After simply replying, he cupped his fists and left. Everyone has his own choice, what Luo Hongsheng does is his business. Oh. Luo Hongsheng sighed. Turn back, I want to turn back too, Mr. Su. Will you give me a chance? Luo Hongsheng's expression was complicated, sometimes greedy, sometimes regretful, and finally turned into firmness. If it is not discovered, then nothing will happen. In the blink of an eye, 3 days passed. Su Yang's sword intent level has reached LV21. As the level gets higher, Su Yang gets a bigger boost for every level up. After reaching LV21, Su Yang's sword intent has been able to cover 1200 meters. This is the range covered by the sword intent. Within this range, Su Yang can manipulate the sword intent at will. Perceive the target, suppress the target, control the sword intent. It doesn't mean that the attack range of the sword intent is so large. Concentrate the sword intent and attack in one direction, the range is far beyond 1200 meters. After the sword intent reached LV21, Su Yang felt that cutting the third rank was just a matter of thought. As for the second grade, it is not impossible to use sword moves. This is the improvement of sword intent in the past 3 days. In addition to this, there are additional gains. For 3 days, his order will still be valid after it goes down. The military commander of the 4 towns is running, the will of all beings in his hands is increasing, and the smog hanging over the 4 cities is fading. In just 3 days, he obtained 20 wisps of the will of sentient beings. It shows how many people listen to his words. As for how much you listen to, you will know when the half-month period is over. In addition to the harvest of sword intent and the will of all beings, there is also physique. Under the soaking of the boiling blood medicinal bath formula, it finally broke through to the 9th grade. Externally refining the 9th grade, one has the strength of a cow, and the muscles, bones and membranes of the whole body are strengthened. It is easy to deal with 4 or 5 ordinary people. After entering the 9th rank, swinging the sword has not caused much impact on his body. The next thing is the speed of swinging the sword and the time of swinging the sword every day. Su Yang just tested it, 1 hour, about 1200 swords, 12 hours a day, about 14,400 swords. The improvement is not bad. According to this speed, the time for him to raise his sword intent to LV30 can be shortened a lot. Even if he is a little more black-hearted, he can increase even more by playing 16 hours. But Su Yang couldn't figure it out. How does it feel to be doing a familiar job again when you come to this world? What about freedom, chic, uninhibited? Open black lens bracket sword intent proficiency +1 close black lens bracket. Forget it, it actually feels good. Slightly complaining, Su Yang returned to the category of true fragrance. Linjiang City. Zhenwu Si. Qin Lei sat opposite an elder of the largest local sect. The wages of the snake breeders in the city must reach the normal level, and they are paid too little now. Also, you need to give a pension to those families who were forced to raise snakes by you and caused someone to die in their home. After returning from the inspection department, Qin Lei has been rectifying the cases in Linjiang City. Some of the cases that his subordinates can solve have basically been dealt with now. But in Linjiang City, there is also a problem that cannot be shaken off. That is the Snake Gate. On the opposite side, a middle-aged man with sunken cheeks and a naturally gloomy complexion couldn't help but sneer. Commander Qin, what kind of kindness are you showing? The taels of silver that were withheld, but part of it went into your pocket. But some ordinary people, what does it matter if some die? Qin Lei frowned. In the past, he really thought so, but this time it was different. The inspection department had been formally established, so it must be serious. This time is different. The Imperial Court has set up a department called the Inspection Department to supervise the Junwu Division. At this stage, we can't mess around, otherwise I won't be the only one in trouble. Chu Sen said disapprovingly, is Commander Qin afraid? With a mocking sentence, Chu Sen said coldly, if Commander Qin is afraid, he doesn't need to take this money, but my snake sect will definitely not pay more. These people, give them a bite of food, and they will not starve to death. They are already my snakes. Thank you so much. I want more wages. There is no door, let alone a pension. Qin Lei was a little angry. Aren't you afraid that people from the inspection department will come to Shemin? I'm not sure what will happen then. Actually, before negotiating with the other party, Qin Lei had anticipated the situation this time. The strength between him and Shemin is too unequal. What qualifications do you have to ask the other party? Even when the other party asked him to join forces to squeeze the people, he was not very willing. But after Shemin showed his strength that he couldn't afford to provoke and threaten, he had to cooperate. He even knew that if it weren't for the fact that he was the commander of the Junwu division, recruiting him would save a lot of trouble. Snake Gate would not even talk to him. Ha ha ha, Chu Sen laughed loudly, looking for the shaman. Then let him come. Let me tell you that the owner of the door has broken through the third rank. The non-top strongmen in Tianfeng County are invincible. His inspection department will do it for a do some common people come to my Snake Gate. Let's not say whether it's worth it or not, the quartet envoy you mentioned, would he dare? Chu Sen laughed a few times, then got up and left. Pay higher prices to snake farmers. It's ridiculous that the salary given by shaman is not bad, and he dares to ask for more, it is really greedy. Qin Lei watched the other party leave wildly, but he couldn't do anything, and he didn't dare to do anything. After a while, he deflated like a deflated ball. Oh. Qin Lei sighed helplessly. Lord Su, I can only do this. If the master of the Snake Gate enters the third rank and does not pay the price, who in Tianfeng County can control it? He admires Su Yang's ideas, but more often he needs to look at reality. Those who are officials, who doesn't want to have any problems in the places they govern. You can face deeply rooted families and powerful sects. Sometimes they are really powerless. The common people. Which of these existences will put the common people in their eyes? In their view, given, that is their gift. If you don't give it, you can't make trouble. Qin Lei sighed, and decided to report the matter, and let Su Yang consider how to decide. Except for Qin Lei, Wangshen City also experienced strong resistance. The darkness in the world has never disappeared. When people want to eliminate the darkness, they will be counterattacked by the darkness. In Wangshen City, Zhang Beishan obeyed Su Yang's orders. Deal with backlog cases. No longer care about your family, strong background. He has long wanted to clean up the smog in Wangshen City, but he has been afraid to act lightly because of the serious consequences. I can only be led by the nose by the big families all day long. This time is different. Not only was Su Yang behind him, but also a supervisor came to assist him. Then why be afraid? Caught. All caught. Squeeze the people's property. Seize. All of them. Zhang Beishan's violent actions immediately met with resistance from the three major families in Wangshen City. The military soldiers who arrested people and seized their properties ranged from being beaten to death, to lying on the bed and unable to get out of bed. A little heavier will not save your life. Zhang Beishan and Lei Zi went to ask for an explanation. On the surface, the three families are honest, saying that they should pay compensation is because their subordinates are ignorant. But in a blink of an eye, they were attacked and killed on the way back. He warned them clearly that if they dare to act recklessly, they will bear the consequences. At this time, Zhang Beishan and Lei Zi sat opposite each other. Hee. Zhang Beishan couldn't help but smiled bitterly. You see, sometimes, it's not that I don't want to care about it. Lei Zi's eyes were also full of anger. Don't worry, this matter is not over yet. Chapter 37 Mission. Stop deducting my wages. Wangshen City. Zhang, Niu and Lu. Everyone, I heard that the Imperial Court has recently set up an inspection department, and the people who enter it are not easy. Zhang Patriarch said slowly. Not simple. Patriarch Niu snorted coldly, so what if it's not simple? You and my family haven't done anything shameful. It's just some small things, but this commander will make a big fuss, arrest our people, seal our property, really think we are easy to bully. Well, but to be on the safe side, let's ask someone to come back. Makes sense. Snake Gate. Chu Sen reported what happened today in the hall. Inspection Department. I have entered the third rank. In the entire Tianfeng County, as long as I don't rebel and massacre the city, the other party will not pursue any trivial matters. However, we shouldn't be too disrespectful to the court. We should control the death rate in the near future, so as not to kill too many people. Clear. The head of the Snake Gate didn't take this matter to heart. Inspection Department. Su Yang swung his sword in the courtyard as usual. Half a day later, Lei Zi approached him. What's the matter? Su Yang retracted his sword and asked. Lei Zi clearly explained what happened in Wangshen City. Wangshen City, Zhang, Niu, Lu 3. Joined forces to control the entire Wangshen City market and manipulate wages. An ordinary person earns 10 cents a day for physical labor. This price is the minimum wage designated by the Imperial Court, which is jointly supervised by the local magistrate in Zhenwu. The purpose is to make the people live better. Don't allow merchants to set prices arbitrarily and squeeze the people. Zhang, Niu, and Lu joined hands to control the entire business in Wangshen City, and then began to manipulate wages. Only give workers low wages. Magistrate, Zhen Wuxi disagree. They also have a solution. The contract states 10 coins per day, but they will be compensated if they do something wrong. There was nothing wrong with it at first, but the three families took advantage of this and began to deduct wages from workers. Zhen Wuxi and the county magistrate can't say anything yet. People quit. Where can we go in this era? The grandparents have been here for generations, even if they want to relocate, they can't do it without money. Can only be squeezed. As for resistance, how can we resist if we have no strength? This is not something that can be resisted by a large number of people. Any 8th rank warrior can suppress dozens of people. What's more, there are 5th rank warriors among the three. If no one cares, it is only a matter of time before a 5th rank warrior slaughters a city of people. Those with strength can make more money and will not resist. The three families are also very smart and will not bully warriors. Their targets are only ordinary people, just ordinary people. Get the horse ready for me. Su Yang didn't say much, since some people always like not to cry when they don't see the coffin, so he will go there. Yes. Lazy became excited, and was assassinated by the three families. If it wasn't for his lack of strength, he would have crushed the three families long ago. Not long after, the two left the county town on horseback. After a while, Su Yang has already appeared in Wangshen City. As soon as he came to Wangshen City, Su Yang felt the old spirit that can only be found in disaster victims. It's like living numbly without hope in life. The situation here is much more serious than before in Pingshan City. Although there were many grievances among the people in Pingshan City, at least the people dared to speak out and be angry. But here, Su Yang could not hear the dissatisfaction of the people at all, let alone resistance. Open the task panel. The most difficult task that Wangshen City has not yet solved is the most difficult one. Open black lens bracket task. Stop deducting my wages close black lens bracket. Level LV12. Requirement. Let the Zhang, Niu, and Lu families in Wangshen City promise not to deduct wages. Reward. 12 wisps of the will of all beings. When he saw the name of this task, Su Yang decided that this task must be completed and must be helped. After entering the city, Su Yang soon came to Junwu Division. As soon as he entered Junwu Division, Su Yang saw some wounded still wrapped in white cloth. Seeing this, Su Yang was also a little angry. After Zhang Beishan came out to greet him, Su Yang spoke directly. Zhang Beishan, gather all the troops, and the brothers who are not too seriously injured will follow along. My lord, do you want to talk first? Zhang Beishan was a little hesitant, and he would do it right away, and he might not be able to handle it later. First arrest all those who hurt us, and then talk. Su Yang said calmly. Do you like to talk about force when talking about reason? Well, let's talk about force first. Soon Zhang Beishan gathered his men and horses together, and the soldiers who had suffered some minor injuries also came together. Regarding this, these soldiers are still quite puzzled. They are all injured and still going. But what Su Yang said next made them understand what was going on. On the martial arts field, Zhang Beishan and Lei Zi stood on both sides of Su Yang. The distinction between primary and secondary is obvious. Hundreds of military soldiers at the scene looked curiously. Is this someone from above? Let me introduce myself first. Inspection Department, Quartet Envoy, 4th rank Cultivation Base, you can be regarded as your superiors. There are two things here today. First, to help you get justice. Second, to solve the troubles caused by the three families. Su Yang glanced around calmly. All the soldiers were taken aback for a moment. Someone from above to help them seek justice. Take your weapons, follow me, find those who beat you, and fight back one by one, dare you. Su Yang's words echoed in the minds of every soldier. Call back. Hit back. In the past, when the upper echelons were bribed, no one cared about them, the lower echelons. You deserve the beating. Who told you to mess with them? When the people complained, the upper level would only ask them how they did things, why they didn't do it well. Doing things and messing with people who can't be messed with, they deserve it, and they even have to be punished, why are they in trouble? If they don't do anything, the upper management will be upset when they see it, and they will be scolded. After suffering all the grievances, they all simply went to bed, whoever loves to do it. When something happened, the people above did not support them, but instead dealt with them, which made them disheartened. This time, Zhang Beishan suddenly made these things, and they just had to obey orders. After being beaten, they also swallowed the broken teeth into their stomachs. They have long been prepared to be beaten in vain. But now, things seem to have changed. This adult just said that he would support them. Want to help them call back. With the appearance of the inspection department, did they finally have a strong backer? The soldiers trembled slightly, and the scene of being beaten back like a bereaved dog is still vivid in my memory. The grievances in the past are like water breaking a bank and can no longer be restrained. Shouted loudly. With adults here, why don't we dare? As the first person spoke, the momentum behind him was like a rolling wave. With adults here, why don't we dare? In the town of Wuxi, the miserable and helpless atmosphere was swept away. Everyone was like a rainbow. They were a group of wolves who wanted revenge. Okay. Su Yong turned around and said coldly, let's go. Around the town of Wuxi. All the people looked over curiously. Just now they seemed to have heard a big commotion in Gen Wuxi. What are you planning to do again? These common people also know about the beating of the military soldiers of the Junwu division yesterday. Their lives are so miserable now, they don't blame the Wuxi soldiers in the town of Wangshen. Because they knew that these soldiers tried their best. What they complained about was the imperial court, why they couldn't see their situation as if they were blind. Why not send someone stronger to solve the problem? Just when these people were curious. Hundreds of soldiers in the town's military division walked out in an orderly manner. The pace is the same, the aura is gathered together, the momentum of the spear is turned, and the forge ahead. Tap tat tat. The steps are at the same frequency, the armor is the same sound, only the division of tigers and wolves can compare. Chapter 38 Soldiers first, courtesy later, can we talk about it? Zhang House. Tap tat tat. Accompanied by the sound of a large number of footsteps, the entire front of the Zhang mansion was surrounded by soldiers of the Junwu division. The two guards of the Zhang mansion were a little frightened. If these soldiers rushed up, they didn't have to do anything. They were afraid they would be trampled to death. For such a big battle, a large number of people have already gathered around. They also knew what Junwusi had done in the past 2 days. They also know what happened. Gen Wuxi was defeated and beaten, they also knew about it. It's only been a day, why are you getting impulsive again? The people in Wangshen City are a little worried about the soldiers of the Junwu division. However, they noticed that something was different today. The momentum of the military pawns is different, and the leader in front is also different. Zhang Beishan, the commander of the town's military division, was not at the forefront, but followed behind one person. Is this someone from above? An idea popped up in the hearts of the people, and their heartbeats began to speed up. If it is really someone from above, maybe this time it can really solve some problems. A large number of people are looking forward to it. Get in. Su Yang calmly ordered. Zhang Beishan was about to lead the team to fight. The door of Zhang's mansion opened, the brigade servants walked out from inside, the head of the Zhang family and all the high-level members of the Zhang family came out. But Master Zhang is not at the forefront. 2 waves of people confronted each other, and the scene was extremely quiet. My lord, please come inside. The person walking in the front asked. Seeing Su Yang's silence, he continued, I am Zhang Gan, the chief of the county and city equipment department. I wonder if my lord can give me some face. The Zhang family made a mistake in this matter. I will give you a satisfactory explanation later. Zhang Gan's voice was not loud, but everyone's eyes were on here and they heard it, and everyone was waiting for Su Yang's reaction. If Su Yang went in, he probably just went in to reap the benefits, and then the matter was left alone. Everyone was expecting and nervous, they didn't know what choice Su Yang would make. It's just that they are not reconciled to the shattering of their newly ignited hopes. So they want Su Yang to refuse. In the silence of the audience, Su Yang spoke slowly. Now that I'm here, I don't intend to talk to your Zhang family. Other things, wait until I get justice for my subordinates. After Su Yang finished speaking, sword intent emanated from his body, covering the entire Zhang family in an instant. The terrifying sword intent is pressing on every Zhang family member. Everyone in the Zhang family turned pale, feeling that there was a huge boulder oppressing their bodies, as if they were stuck in a quagmire. The soldiers of the Junwu division obey orders. Exist. Catch all the hands that have been moved, and use up both arms. No. All soldiers listened to the order and stepped forward immediately. Wait a minute, my lord. Zhang Gan was a little displeased. Is this young man a bit too rampant? However, he also knows that the quartet envoys cannot be responsible for non-4 ranks. Su Yang has a 4th rank cultivation base at such a young age, so I am afraid it has an extraordinary background. So he still endured and said, My lord, is it wrong to do this? Boom. Just as Zhang Gan finished speaking, he was thrown out by the sword intent, and fell to the side with red marks on his face, and passed out. Su Yang is too lazy to talk nonsense with this person, so use his status to suppress him. What? Everyone in the Zhang family trembled in their hearts. What kind of murderer is this? They looked at Shang Jia's advocacy of Tianji, and they didn't know what to do. Zhang Tianji didn't dare to speak, and signaled everyone not to move. Zhang Qian's 5-rank cultivation base was all taken away from the air. Could he still be different? Do it. Su Yang seemed to have done a trivial thing, and then calmly watched the audience. When all the military soldiers saw this, they immediately jumped up like chicken blood. Who is it that Su Yang was kicked out just now? Zhang's backer. The backer of the Zhang family in the county. Then they were still afraid of a hammer, so they stepped forward and struck directly. Find the guards of the Zhang family who had fought against them, and according to Su Yang's instructions, they all broke their arms. This is inconsistent with Junwu division rules. But, go to the special code rules. When I want to talk about the rules, where are the rules? Screams sounded one after another at the door of Zhang's house. Su Yang just stood there quietly, with his sword intent constantly suppressing hundreds of people. Patriarch Zhang and the 5th rank did not dare to move at all. Watched helplessly that the guards who had worked so hard to train had their arms broken. After a while, all the soldiers returned to behind Su Yang refreshed. Breathed out the bad breath that had accumulated in his heart for a long time. That kind of feeling was insignificant to outsiders. Wait for all the soldiers to come back. Su Yang raised his head slowly and looked at Patriarch Zhang. The intent of the sword turned into substance, and pressed Master Zhang. Boom. Zhang Tianji's legs softened and he knelt on the ground. At this moment, Zhang Tianji's anger surged up in an instant, but his anger was completely dissipated by the world's other strength, so he could only grit his teeth and bear it. Do you know, what is the crime of attacking an official ordered by the court? Su Yang spoke slowly, and answered for him. Capital crime. This time, I will spare you from dying. If there is a next time, there is no need for the Zhang family to exist. In the evening, go to Junwu division. Do you understand? Zhang Tianji knelt on the ground, his red eyes did not dare to resist, he gritted his teeth and said, I understand. Let's go to Niu's house. Hearing this, Su Yang took the lead and left, heading towards Niu's house. He originally wanted Zhang Baishan to do it, after all, he was the one who was attacked and killed, but after thinking about it, if he wanted to keep Zhang Tianji, it was better for him to come. Of course he can directly destroy the Zhang family. But it will be more troublesome afterwards, and if something goes wrong, the family will be ransacked and the family will be wiped out. Too much tyranny will destabilize a place. Take the Li family in Pingshan City for example. After Su Yang destroyed the Li family, Pingshan City was shaken for a while. If it weren't for Zhen Wuxi's constant pressure and running around, some negative effects brought about by the follow-up ransacking the family and exterminating the clan would also be great. Simply put, it depends on the Zhang family's next performance. Su Yang gave them a chance, but if the Zhang family can't recognize the reality, Su Yang can destroy the Zhang family by raising his hand. Wait for Su Yang to leave with the members of Junwu division. The people who saw this scene were all horrified. Who is this man? It's so powerful, and it doesn't even pay attention to the Zhang family's evil words. Do you think this lord will solve the problem of wages? I heard that Zhen Wuxi had a quarrel with Zhang, Niu, and Lu because of wages yesterday. Maybe this time there is hope. A little hope rose in the hearts of the people who saw this scene. The next half a day. The other two overlords of Wangshen City. Niu's family, Lu's family. All of them were beaten by Su Yong, and the people who attacked Zhen Wuxi had their arms crippled. Patriarch Niu and Patriarch Lu received the same treatment as Patriarch Zhang. Kneeling on the ground by Su Yong. In the face of Su Yang's absolute strength, all problems disappeared. All voices of resistance disappeared. Su Yong just had an idea. I don't listen when I talk to you, and I like to use force. Then he will greet these people with the moves he learned from the Li family. What's the meaning of, beginning with courtesy and then soldiers, you have to be angry first. Direct soldiers first and then salutes. Next, Su Yong really wants to know if these patriarchs still have any opinions. Can we still have a good talk? And what Su Yong did with Zhen Wuxi spread throughout the entire Wangshen city within a day. Nowadays, the people in Wangshen city talk about it the most. Who is this grown up here? Chapter 39 Sins, LV27. Evening. Under the watchful eyes of the common people, the patriarchs of the three major families stepped into Junwu division honestly. The three of them no longer had that invincible arrogance. Before, when they came to Zhen Wuxi, they all raised their heads. Now, with his head bowed and his face somber. What happened today was to press the faces of their three major families to the ground and stomp them violently. After stepping on it, I have to spit. Severely humiliated their three major families. They really want to take revenge and tear up Su Yong who humiliated them. But thinking about Su Yang's terrifying strength, they calmed down. Forget it, it's not worth it. They want to live a few more years. Their backers were all drawn by Su Yong. After waking up, the first time they woke up, they said that they should go back and investigate Su Yang's background first. During this period of time, let them listen to Zhen Wuxi first. The backers all temporarily confessed, and they all calmed down. The three of them entered Junwu division and waited in the lobby. Not long after, Su Yong came to the main seat. Su Yong sat down, and Zhang Beishan followed. Glancing at the three of them, Su Yong said indifferently, "From now on, the wages paid by the three of you to the workers must reach the minimum of 10 yuan in Daxia every day, and they cannot be deducted under any conditions. Second, I don't know how much you have deducted in the past. After you go back, it will not be difficult for you to compensate all the workers for a month's wages." The heads of the three families suddenly felt a pain in the heart, and the first condition had already made them feel pain in the heart. Originally, they only paid workers 5 fen a day, but now they ask them to raise it to 10 fen. Obviously just following the rules, but they seem to have doubled their wages. The second one is more excessive, 1 month compensation. When did this happen in Daxia? Even if you are dissatisfied with the merchants, you will usually be fined by the court and handed over to the court, where will it be given to the workers? Su Yong didn't care about their careful thinking, and continued, "The Junwu division injured a soldier, and the three of you will be responsible for the medical expenses. Basically that's all. Do you have any opinions?" The corners of the mouths of the heads of the three families twitched, and they paid for the medical expenses of the soldiers. What about the three guards whose arms were broken? Forget it, it is the guards who have broken their arms, and they don't want to experience it yet. I have no objection, follow the orders of adults. No comment. The heads of the three families agreed one after another. Su Yong knocked on the table. "Go back if you don't have an opinion, don't let me hear and see bad things again. Tomorrow, I will completely solve the problem I mentioned, and I will wait here for you to solve it before leaving. It is related to the progress of the task completion, Su Yong doesn't mind waiting an extra day. How do you say that after the completion of this task, there will be 12 wisps of sentient beings will?" Yes. The three couldn't help but tremble, thinking of Su Yang's terrifying strength in Berry. After the three of them left, Zhang Beishan said respectfully, "My lord, it's getting late. I've already sent people to Baixianglu to prepare meals. I think it's ready now. Please, sir, have a taste of the delicacies of Wangshen City." Su Yong is not polite. Then let's go. To be honest, Su Yong is quite interested in eating, so he is also looking forward to the next meal. In addition to Su Yong and Zhang Beishan, the people who dined this time also included Lei Zi, the magistrate of Wangshen City, Zhu Bo, and 10 envoys. There are 15 people in total, and they are assigned to the top floor of Baixiang building. The space is definitely enough, and you can also see the night view of Wangshen City. During this time period, the night market in Wangshen City has just started and is the busiest. Although the ancients rested early, they did not go to sleep just after dark. Such excitement will end around 9 o'clock. After passing through the streets, Su Yang quickly followed Zhang Beishan to Baixianglu. A few adults, please. As soon as Su Yang and the others arrived, Xiao greeted them with great eyesight. Going inside, the first is the lobby on the first floor. There are stairs going up in the center of the lobby. Just entering here, Su Yang saw a special existence. Open black lens bracket Sin, LV10 close black lens bracket. In the corner of the lobby, a monk wearing Taoist robes has a big sin on his head, written in bright red. If according to Su Yang's speculation, this level is determined according to the number of people killed. How many lives did this person take? Blood refining sect evil cultivator. So far, only the evil cultivators of the blood refining sect have been labeled as sinful. Su Yang has also studied this sin label recently. There are two reasons for its formation. The first is to kill people, and the second is to kill ordinary people. For example, the commander of the Wind Wolf Army, Ma Wu, has no label of sin on his head. There is also their chief inspector, who does not seem to be a good stubble, and there is no sin on his head. Of course, these 2 points are only Su Yang's speculation. Su Yang remained calm, and first went to the top floor with everyone. Commander Zhang, I'm afraid I have to hurry up for today's meal. Zhang Beishan was taken aback. What do you mean? What is your dissatisfaction, my lord? Su Yang shook his head, and continued, you send someone to keep an eye on the person in the Taoist robe in the lobby. If you leave, please notify me as soon as possible. Zhang Beishan was a little confused, but he should do what the boss ordered, and don't refute it. This is the basic rule of subordinates. Clear. Remember not to scare the snake away. Also, serve the food quickly, lest he run away. Su Yang speaks bluntly, and he doesn't like deviousness either. He must be watching this Taoist priest under any circumstances. He hasn't eaten yet, so he doesn't want to go hungry and arrest people. So, gotta serve it fast. Sin. LV10, this level is the highest he has seen so far. Although the level does not represent strength, but being able to kill so many people also means that the strength is definitely not too weak, so you need to be careful. He is not very good at chasing people. His agility is not good. Let's practice fencing. Su Yang quickly thought of the sword intent, and opened the panel to check. Open black lens bracket Tianqian sword close black lens bracket. Sword intent. LV21 13,221 Sword move. Starfire, LV21. Will of all beings, 51. Coverage. Pingshan City, Wangshen City, Linjiang City, Kaiyang City. Retaining 30 strands of the will of sentient beings, he can just use 21 strands of the will of sentient beings to create the sword control technique. With a thought in Su Yang's mind, the will of all living beings began to create sword moves according to his intention. In a split second, he had obtained his second sword move. Open black lens bracket royal sword, LV21 close black lens bracket. This move is better than ordinary sword control. After casting, the sword will wrap the whole body. Step on the artistic conception flying sword, you can soar into the sky at will, and fly with the sword. This artistic conception flying sword can be big or small. Bigger, he can lie on it. Of course, the flying speed is determined by the sword intent and the strength of the sword move. But Su Yang has a faint feeling that the speed of this LV21 Yujian style will be very fast. The sword move was formed, and Su Yang also opened the door and entered the private room. In the private room, the upper echelons of Wangshen City have long been waiting. One by one, they greeted Su Yang respectfully. After a while, the food was served quickly according to Su Yang's intention. Su Yang is not polite to these people either. Eat well when you eat. What kind of dinner table culture? Wine table culture, this is what he hates the most. And whether this thing is important depends entirely on the meaning of the biggest person in the field. He thinks it is important, and that is important. He thinks it is not important, that is not important. Could it be possible for Su Yang to say, remove all these and replace them with tea? If he wants to drink tea, these people will refuse. Any rules are made by the strong. Chapter 40 The path of the corpse takes people as materials. When all the high-level officials of Wangshen City saw Su Yong like this, they all followed suit to eat. After a while, the doorman of the private room was knocked. Someone came to report, and the Taoist priest in the lobby had already eaten and drank enough to leave. Su Yong wiped his mouth when he heard the words, "Everyone eat, I'm leaving first, I need to do something." "Master Su, you are busy, don't worry about me waiting." Everyone was about to send Su Yong off, but Su Yong didn't go downstairs, but came straight to the window sill of the private room. Under everyone's astonished eyes, he jumped up, and a white sword intent rose from his feet to hold Su Yang's body, and then flew away in midair under the eyes of everyone. The inspection department's clothing was originally black, and under the cover of night, it was even more difficult to distinguish, and disappeared in front of everyone in a blink of an eye. This lord's strength. True 4th grade. The high-level officials in Wangshen City couldn't help but speak in surprise. 4th rank cultivation base. They have never seen a 4th grade cultivation base able to fly into the sky. It's not impossible, unless Mr. Su is cultivating the way of immortality. The magistrate of Wangshen City said a possibility. It's just that there's one more thing he didn't say. If you really practice the orthodox immortal way, you won't have too much contamination with the world at all. Let alone being an official. A high-ranking immortal cultivator will only give an order when immortal is needed. Did not dare to say no in the whole summer. How could this kind of existence become the official of Daxia? How can they care about mortals they don't care about at all? Su Yong left in a way that shocked them. It also left a hot topic for the dinner that started silently. Su Yangfei was flying in midair, with a white artistic conception sword under his feet, flying recklessly. This feels good. Feeling the cool breeze blowing by at night, this situation is a bit pleasant. But Su Yong did not forget his business. Using the cover of night to fly in midair, how could the people below think of it? The key point is that no one below the master can fly, except for the immortals. In this way, the monks under the master have little defense against the sky. The Taoist robed monk below did not stay in the city, and left Wangshen City soon after leaving Baixiang Tower. Su Yong flew in midair like this, following closely. Although the other party has a crime LV-27 on his head, Su Yong doesn't know what the other party has done. Even if you want to do something, you have to know what this person has done. The Taoist below is very fast, walking in the mountains, with the help of 2 breezes under his feet. He not only walks on flat ground, but also walks like flying. Fortunately, Su Yong is flying directly in the sky, so he is not afraid of being thrown off. About 20 minutes later, this person came to a village. This village is not big, with about dozens of families. After this Taoist came, they all greeted him warmly. Su Yong wondered in midair, is this guy a good person? Everyone is here, Su Yong must observe it before making a decision. Bayan Village. Village head Zhao Shi respectfully followed behind Taoist Ding Jiayu. Soon, they came to Zhao Shi's residence. Shangxian, can I really cultivate an immortal? After the two of them stopped, Zhao Shi asked a little nervously. In his eyes, apart from uneasiness, there is also fanaticism for cultivating immortals. Ding Jiayu smiled strangely. Of course it is possible, but cultivating immortals is to break the ties of the world. Do you know what it means? Without waiting for Zhao Shi to answer, Ding Jiayu continued. If you want to step into the path of cultivating immortals, you must personally kill all your blood relatives. Can you do it? Zhao Shi's eyes widened when he heard this, feeling very incredible. Is this Shushan? I have gone out today and prepared the materials for you. If you have the determination, I can help you and let you embark on the road of cultivating immortality. It is your reward for awakening me. Are you ready? Ding Jiayu spoke slowly, his eyes flickering with playfulness. He enjoyed watching Zhao Shi's tangled expression very much. Multiple choice between strength and loved ones. He has done it for many people. When there is hesitation and entanglement, this kind of thing seems to be irreversible. What's more, he likes to help this kind of hesitant people. Watching them step into the abyss step by step. You seem to be hesitant. It seems that the road of cultivating immortality is not suitable for you. Stepping into the cultivation of immortals, and looking for longevity in the future, there are so many choices to make. Now you can't even do a broken fate, how can you live forever? Ding Jiayu said, seeming to be a little emotional, and said with a smile, actually, there is nothing wrong with being an ordinary person. It is just to enter reincarnation when you are old. Zhao Shi panicked when he heard this. Shan is in front, how can he give up? No, Taoist priest, I want to cultivate immortality. Zhao Shi's eyes suddenly became firm. I will break this fate, and they will be willing to help me step into the road of cultivating immortality. Long live. He, Zhao Shi, wants to live forever. He is nearly 50 years old, and he doesn't have many years to live, but the immortal in front of him has already lived for 300 years. Why can't he live that long? Zhao Shi's eyes revealed a scorching breath. Ha ha ha. Ding Jiayu laughed twice. Okay, what I practice is the art of refining corpses to become a Taoist. I don't pay attention to roots and aptitude. As long as I have spiritual roots, I can practice. The most important thing is the refined zombies. The better the quality, the greater the help to our cultivation. At the beginning of cultivation, it is best to use blood relatives as corpses. In addition to the hundreds of people in Bayan village, it is enough for you to take the first step. My lord, can this not kill all the people in Bayan village? Zhao Shi's only conscience popped up again. What? Ding Jiayu's complexion changed. You've helped them for so long, so it's time for them to help you, shouldn't you? Besides, don't you want to cultivate immortality? Don't you want to live forever? You don't want to stand high and be worshipped by all people. If you say a word, no one will dare to object. The corner of Ding Jiayu's mouth curled up, pulling Zhao Shi into the abyss little by little. Seeing Zhao Shi's eyes becoming more and more confused and shaken, Ding Jiayu felt a special pleasure in his heart. He likes this feeling. Cultivating immortality, this is such an extravagant wish for an ordinary person who has spent his whole life. Zhao Shi had never thought about it before. But now the road was in front of him. Yeah, I've helped them so much, it's their turn to help me. Okay, please help me embark on the ferry road. At this moment, Zhao Shi's eyes completely changed. The only remaining conscience and kindness were crushed by the ferry road before them. He dug Ding Jiayu out of the soil when he dug the ground half a month ago. He was startled at the time, the hurt himself, and blood flowed onto Ding Jiayu. Ding Jiayu came back to life after being stained with blood. At that time, Zhao Shi knew that he might have dug up the legendary immortal. Ding Jiayu woke up and said that he could help him realize a wish. Zhao Shi jokingly said, can he also cultivate immortality? At that time, Ding Jiayu cast a spell on him, a touch of red flashed on his body, and then Ding Jiayu said two words, yes. Zhao Shi lost his mind after hearing the words. Ding Jiayu then said that it is possible to help him step into the cultivation of immortals, but there is a price. That is blood relatives as corpses, villagers as support, corpses become immortals, and people as materials. Zhao Shi's first reaction was to refuse, saying that he didn't want it, and even knelt down to beg Ding Jiayu not to hurt the villagers of Bayan village. Ding Jiayu asked him to stand up at that time, and said with a smile, don't worry, I won't hurt your villagers, but I need to live in Bayan village for a while. Zhao Shi didn't dare not refuse. Later, Ding Jiayu lived in Bayan village. From time to time, show off the magic of immortality, and from time to time show off in front of the villagers. At first, Zhao Shi didn't have any idea, only felt that the immortal was powerful. But one day, two villagers had some disputes, and he struggled to mediate. Ding Jiayu came, and with one word, the two stopped entanglement. He suddenly thought, if he also cultivated immortality, would he be able to be like Ding Jiayu? Yes, he can also cultivate immortality, and he can also be worshipped by others. Ding Jiayu can help him. But, no but. He wants to cultivate immortality. Thank you for watching. Continue exploring the fascinating world of Chinese novels with us. Hit that subscribe button on Chinese novel audiobook to stay updated with our latest stories, and never miss out on a great listen.